you thinking, bud? Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life. Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Yep. What I said. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Seneca Sports, and a pleasure to have you live in a charge for a little chop racing. I had to move some stuff around, fix some things, because there's some volumetric things going on my computer right now. There's a glitch that happened a little bit ago, and I was trying to figure out what that was and what the cause of it was, what the root of it was. Well, I figured out what that was, so I do apologize about all that stuff. I know Spicy will be back here with me here in just a moment. I know he is doing his thing, the kit and caboodle, the old guy. Round 12 events tonight. The 8 drivers left in this one, and it's going to be interesting to see how they end the round of 12. About 3 races left in this series after this one, so about less than a month away. And they choose, like NASCAR does, cutoff race at probably one of the most dangerous racetracks you could be at. And it's, Talladega. We're going Dega Racing. And, speaking of points for the VIP Tire and Service Truck Series, look as such, here is where the round of 12 sets. TJ Krober sits at the top of the point standings, but Sam Benson has locked himself in with the win, of course. Pettit's going to be there in third in the points standings. Madden, Caffrey, Strickland, Asuna, John Hammond, if the drivers were to hold on it right now, and hopefully John's going to be able to, he's in the race. So there's a lot of points that we're going to have to keep track of, and the things that I'm going to be looking at throughout the race. But right now, that cutoff line, and those 4 drivers, the big one. Cam Dario in a must-win situation. Roberts, Anthony Garland, pretty much there. There's a big field tonight, but we'll have to see who's going to be able to take it right now. Top 3 pretty much locked in. Mike Madden, another driver that looks to be locked in. 2 kinds of championships, though. There's the Best of the Rest championship going on right now, and Nathan Nixon leads the field there, but Coulter strong on his heels, 10:55 for the driver. Mark Liddell third with points off by 1 from Coulter Jr. So you can see the standings there. We're going to take 8 into the next round as well. So you look at that Brandon Bledsoe and Brandon Porter mark right there. There's a virtual tie for 8th, but only leading Brandon Bledsoe at the moment. So we'll have to see how that works on wins and top 5s. If they do stay tied, anything can happen, though. I mean, talking a position point here for those drivers. Insane, intense race information for Talladega. They're going to run 94 laps, and it's 94 degrees in the air temperature and 93 on the humidity. So it's going to be sticky. It's going to be insane to see. You all know I love my Dega. I love my Dega cams. I love everything that I do with Talladega. And right now, it's going to be all about that push. These trucks can push into the corner. 4 sets of tires, 1 fast repair. Stages are going to be on 20 and 40. I believe it is 100% fuel, so these drivers are going to have to get a green flag pit stop in later on, but we'll have to see if they make that. 3 laps of caution laps around this one. The start-finish line, well, you know where it's at. It's right here. There's the exit of pit road. All right there. You see all of that happening. That's the exit of pit road, and it's easy to go a lap down if they're up to speed, but we'll see. We'll have to see how it goes. Right now, we're looking at almost 40 drivers in the field. In Santity, as Spicy is. Why'd you drop down? You never have to drop down. Spicy's in the mix. Mr. Holland would normally be racing. Would normally enjoy the drive at Talladega, but today. The man, the myth, legend, joining me. Anthony Shook giving a woo digga. Hello from Kentucky. Good luck to all the drivers. Coulter strong. I look for Coulter to try to. Here's my thing for Coulter. I want Coulter to take his time. Period. End of story. Don't push a boundary that you don't need to. You need to be there at the end, especially because tonight's winner is $100. Based on some criteria that the league has determined, it is you have to have had a certain amount of races. You have had to be here for the racetrack or for a certain portion of the racing. So if you are part of the best of the rest, or if you're part of the I believe the top the championship 8, then you are eligible to win the $100. And then the $50 to second place. If one of those drivers are not eligible, the money carries over for that position next week. That's pretty interesting. Spicy, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you this evening?
I always get nervous at super speedways. You do. Because super speedways are awesome, and you don't want to see 9,000 cautions. You don't want to see, things go wrong. You want to see good green flag racing. And Talladega, it's huge. 2.6 mile length track, folks. And when I say big, this thing is big. Oh, man. All right, I have to make an adjustment, folks. I'm going to put you on the starting soon screen for just 2 minutes. Bear with me, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, they're.
All right, I'm back. All right, folks. All right, you see him. We talk about a VIP tire and service, all the straight talk and service that you could ever ask for. The man is a legend, and bringing on some of the fine folks such as you here. VIP tire and service, giving you 67 locations across the northeast portion of the United States. Go to VIPauto.com or visit one of their locations. I encourage you to go to West Lebanon, New Hampshire. If you're around that area, go check them out. They will take care of you, and I know that they really enjoy being a part of it. The $150 for first and second, to be split between first and second tonight is part of the bottle status. To be part of the bottle status, you got to make sure that you get a hold of Chop Shop iRacing. Go to chopshopiRacing.com. Look at the links up there to become part of the bottle status. The way that you do that, well, is first and foremost making sure that you donate and you do what you can to the league, and also a lot of the drivers have helped out with that, but that's what they do. A lot of it also comes from Strikers money, and I like taking Strikers money. That's what I'm really good at with this, with the leagues. I'm really good at taking the money. Also, Amar is going to be a race control tonight. He's going to have his hands full, especially with this field. I'm telling you, it's going to be a big field tonight, and anybody, and I mean anybody, can make it. Is Chris running the 3? Hold on. I gotta hang on. Trading paints. Hold on, folks. Sorry. Trading paints and updating paints. Tell Muse to change his paint scheme. Because he has the sim stamp number. Coulter Jr. should be running the 3. That's Coulter's thing. Yeah. Updating paints, folks. Anywho, the Anthony Shook giving us the likes here. Races giving us a follow. Thank you, folks out there. Striker, thank you very much as well. Thank you to all the folks out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. We're on 3 platforms. If you haven't done so, make sure that you like, follow, subscribe on all the platforms. That includes getting out there and making those additional changes on the on our other parameters. DJ, I appreciate you. Thanks, sir. Mr. Krober, hopefully you're having a great day. Can somebody, I know that there's a lot of people out there watching, can somebody have Chris Muse, go out there and park and change his paint scheme He's got a sim. He doesn't have a sim stamp paint scheme, and he's running the 3, which is already a vehicle in there. Like, I don't want to confuse the two, because I will dang near guarantee that Coulter's running a similar, if not close enough, paint scheme that's going to be an issue. I love everybody, and I just want to make sure that that's all good to go. I want to be able to call the race, and I believe Chris is the actual 19. He's the 19 in here. Boy, tell you what. Yeah. All right, Spicy, what's your game plan? What do you think?
It's going to be a long race. They got to be patient. They got to just be patient.
Patience. That ain't no patience. It's Dega. 4 lanes, 5 lanes. Well, we'll see 5 wide open. It'll happen.
They've got the capability and the drivers to do 3 wide comfortably. I think we'll see a lot of 3 wide, multiple lanes back. The 4 wide is the place that I would not want to be. But yeah, I think you're right. I think we'll see quite a bit of 4 wide as well.
Especially when it comes down to the end of the race. That's something that I love. You know, we have all these races where the drivers, they race, 100, 200 laps, whatever the case may be, 250 miles. And there's a bump. He's going to turn it. Anyway, the big thing about this, though, excuse me. Coughing.
Well, another big thing about it too is, we talked about seeing the 4 wide at the end of the race. I'm thinking you're going to see it at the end of the stages too. There's a lot of drivers in these playoffs, and this being a cutoff race, they've got to get as many points as they can, make sure they're into the round of 8.
Playoff points very important here. Sorry about that, folks. I couldn't reach my mute button. I couldn't reach anything. It was a hard cough. Pass the below the yellow line's not something you can do. There's lots of things here that they're going to have to watch. And this is a super speedway, but they run all these laps, and I was getting to the thing of running 120 laps or whatever it is. Oh, man, they turned it. This is something that we're going to see all throughout tonight. People are not going to give any room or any advantage. They're going to try to make. I think they're going to try to make too many rounds, and that's something that we have seen with super speedways in pretty much a lot of the of leagues and official races. People just don't have the patience to do so. But anyway, what I was saying is the Iracing opens. You run all those laps to only gain like a little bit of I rating. Here, you in leagues, you run 200 laps to get to the final portion of it, and sometimes it's anticlimactic. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking. We got the 2-3 trucks. We got one with looks like reddish orange spoiler. That's going to be Coulter Jr. in that one, and then the all black 3 is going to be Chris Moise.
It still doesn't matter. It's a common courtesy thing. Like, get out and change your thing. Change your paint scheme. I get it, and I can probably make the mental note, but the last thing I want to do is call out the wrong driver for something they've done, or give props or credit to somebody who doesn't deserve it. Those kinds of things. So, and it's my thing. I mean, I wouldn't want somebody to go out there and run my number on their paint scheme if I'm in a league race, especially since Coulter's been around this league for a while now and is in contention to get himself some points. I want the right 3 to get credit for his paint. All opinions on me. Dilligan, thank you very much. I appreciate you. That's Jess out there giving us some love. Thank you, dear. Speaking of stuff, go buy yourself a Dilligan Tumbler. SIGesports.com, SIGesports.com. Hit the merch tab. Buy yourself one. I think it's $20 or $30 or something like that, plus shipping. Really cool. Go buy yourself there's another shirt that we just put up. What's it called? I can't remember. Blame Chat. Yeah, it's a Blame Chat t-shirt.
I love that one. That is absolutely awesome. That's a nice shirt.
Definitely got to Blame Chat. Rich Holland is our caution sponsor each and every week. If you don't know who that is, well, that's Dark Horizon Fishing, located out of the Virginia area. He's going to be able to take you out, show you a thing or two in fishing. It's kind of what he does. It's the best there is, the best there is, the best there ever will be, those kinds of things. Yeah, I like that. There's the actual 3 in the race. Big old spicy doing that. One of the big things about what he does out there is he takes you out to the Virginia. No, not in the Virginia area. Sorry, he takes you out into the I'm reading other things. Chesapeake Bay area, James River area. He's going to be taking you out. He's going to book your trip. You're going to pay for some gas, and you're going to go fishing for quite a while. And his season books May to September. He's filling up fast, so make sure that you get out there and you book them, because if you don't, you're going to have to wait till next year. And you got to meet Spicy now. That's like the big thing. It's like the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, we're looking to have a good fishing season this year. Cobia should be running hard. We can always go down to Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, go after some sheep's head and other fish. But it's a good time. It's a total of about 8 hours out on the water. So, and of course, you get to spend time with me, which is always a good time.
Discounts for military, men and women service, men and women nurses, doctors, those kinds of things. You got to talk to him now. So go to his Facebook page, Dark Horizon Fishing on Facebook. You can also watch him live stream. He live streams as well. Let's see what else. Oh, NordVPN. There's links in the description for all my sponsors, folks, and there's also links in the description for all the people affiliated with Chop Shop when it comes to the truck series, especially VIP Tire Service. And more is going to be out there. Fuego Paint's a part of the streams as well now. Hello Fresh, of course. We've got Factor 75. There's a link in the description for right there. Each stream, the counters resets. But I tell you what, you guys have been nailing it. We've sold 31, and that helps my. I have a goal each stream to sell 10 of them. If you guys want to get out there and give a try of it, but you don't have to. I will just tell you that 31 is huge. That's a good paycheck for me. But at the end of the day, I do believe in the product. It's absolutely amazing. Factor 75, ready to eat meals right at your door. Go check it out. 50% off your first box whenever you use the promo code in the bottom. Rogue Energy is where you get all my energy from. One of the best products that I've ever asked to be able to be a part of, because I searched out for them. And their partnership, and they're absolutely amazing. Love the drink powders. Love the stuff in the can. It's just killer. Of course, NordVPN, I talk about that. I couldn't secure my online presence without them. So definitely go check them out. NordVPN.com. Qualifying is going to be up and running here in just a little bit, folks. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate you for the like. Much love, dear. Gonna be bueno. Merch store. Buy a t-shirt. That's probably the coolest way people have supported us, is buying t-shirts. So I've got all these sponsors. Strawberry Kiri on Rogue. Yes. Yep. Some of the best ways that you can support it. The most humbling way you can do it is to go out and buy an SC t-shirt. Or in other ways you can do it, you can book us for your next iRacing season. We got a new schedule coming up here pretty soon. I know that these drivers are getting some changes, or these leagues are getting some changes, but we're going to have to make some changes as well. Yeah, it's just the way life goes. It is the way life goes. Winston Throwback Series going to be back tomorrow night. Wednesday Night Racing. They're back in the Gen 6 cars. There's the practice. It's just jumping over, folks. There you go. Where are they at tomorrow? I don't even remember where they're at.
Don't ask me. I just show up.
I do too.
Oh, I'll look it up real quick.
No, I've got it up. I'm just looking. Their stuff is so. I just really want their Discord to be a little bit better. Atlanta tomorrow in the Cup cars, and we've got Rockingham, Phoenix, and Homestead. Then we'll kick off the stuff. Folks, if you're out there on Kick, thank you very much for being out there on Kick. Much love to you. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves as well. Make sure that you give us a follow. Kick.com/signature esports. It's like Twitch, but new, and it's in the beta, and we're testing it out. We're going to see how we can get our following. We can see what we can do here to, well, just genuinely have a good time. Also, folks, I don't read my Discord messages during the live stream. I have too many I have too many screens going on for me to be able to do that. I control everything else levelly on OBS and all that stuff. So, no, Amar, if you're out there listening, you don't have to send race notes to anybody. We haven't done it before. I don't think we should start doing it now. That would be something different. Full send Dark Rising fishing out there. See, there he is. See? See? All right. We're going to let him qualify. We're going to get ourselves our hydrations. And yeah, we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how the driving conditions are, or how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. The VIP, a certified automotive professional, means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job is really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Oakley dokley, Oakley dokley. All right, people, here we go. Gonna be a big one. 40 drivers in today's race. Anthony Garland's gonna be your pole sitter. Mark Retkin's gonna be your outside pole sitter. TJ Krober on Michael Madden gonna make up row number 2. Wayne Garland, Sean Kosher gonna make up row number 3. Stanley Pettit, row 4. Sam Benson, Daniel Dale make up row number 5. Nathan Dixon, Joe Grijalva, row number 6.
Starting with row number 7, we have Nathan Bigart in 01, 88 of Michael Strickland. Then it's going to be the 12 of Joseph Thompson, the 82 of Don L. Williams. Then we'll have the 23 of Anthony Shook, the 2 of Joshua Bromfield, the 75 of John Hammond, the 3 of Michael Coulter Jr., the 28 of Greg Whitehead, the 66 of Michael Caffrey, and then the 80 of Jerry Culver.
Cam Dario will make up that 12th row on the outside. Brandon Bledsoe, Chris Muse, Devin D'Souza is going to have James Garland to his outside. Stephen Salas and Robert Church will make up row 15. Charles Garrett, Nicholas Casey, row 16. Matt Magner, row Berge. Spicy, you're DQ'd. Brad Dove's going to be out there as well. Lots of drivers today. Some may decide and elect to start from the grid, and I don't blame them. It's a big field. Oh.
Yeah, 40 drivers. That's an actual official number of vehicles out there. This is going to be a very difficult race for these drivers with this many vehicles on the track. But yeah, I think they're going to put on a good show for us today.
Grijalva, Robert starting from pits. They had great qualifying times. Right now, Grijalva qualified inside the top 15. He's gonna be 23 off. John Hammond, he's off as well. Looks like he's gonna be on pit road. Robert's he's gonna be off a couple. He just doesn't qualify. It's kind of what he does. Stryker is gonna be, I believe, probably starting from pits as well because he is not even showing up. But yeah, Anthony Garland, Mark Retkin. Blinking is not probably going to be tolerated today, and that is probably a good thing. Brett Dove giving us some love out there. Dove Farms LLC, part of the old Signature Esports family as well. So right now, 34 drivers on the racing surface. Charles Garrett getting an EOL from all the incidents that had happened last week, and so he is from Nashville, so he is going to be taking the EOL as you see the long stretch, the long drive down the race line. All of what these drivers are doing. Man. Speed. And lots of it. Talladega.
Yeah, we're going to see these trucks enter into these turns at an excess of almost 190 miles an hour, which is going to be really moving for these trucks.
And as always, I pretty much got to knuckle up and try to hold it. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, and this is a big hopefully, we will see these trucks be able to one, take pushes, two, kind of maintain their pace and maintain their race line. That's a huge if and a big one because one wreck and you're going to see my screen go completely insane. It doesn't matter. 40 trucks is 40 trucks. 40 trucks wrecking is even worse. One fast repair, 94 laps. Red the Barney flag, man. High above the stands here at the old Talladega Super Speedway. They call him Barney at Iracing. I call him Fred. He's amazing. Green flag racing. Sounds of Iracing. Gonna start immediately. settled in to lap 2. You always have to make sure they get it going. Hammond or Aubert. Strickland look to be off the surface still. And way back, going to be a lap down at the moment. Grijalva back here running with the pack. You see how they look and how it streams. There is 4 drivers. They're going to be able to maybe get some race pace. We'll see. 34 drivers on the lead lap. Last one of those is going to be Robert Church. And he is in the 5. He's losing the draft here. He's going to have Michael Cleary right here as well. Bobby G. And some of this, it might be, hey, I'm going to drop back and lose my pace because I need to. I don't want to be up here in the pack. We're going to stop on these stages here. Stage is going to end on lap 20 and lap 40. So if I can maintain my pace and keep myself ingested and not go a lap down over the next 17 laps, and that might be the actual benefactor. Gary Culver runs the fastest lap of the race, 51.74 for the drivers. He's in 17th, holding on, and right now he's staring down the barrel of Michael Coulter Jr.
Yeah, we got these guys up here in the front. Anthony Garland is in the lead on the inside line, and you have Michael Madden on the outside in 29. That outside lane's trying to get organized. They gained some back on the straightaways, but they just can't seem to get enough to make a big push on that back straightaway.
Hardest part about driving a super speedway anymore is that outside lane. Anthony Garland to the bottom side has Krober in the 15 behind him. Krober still trying to get himself a championship. Anthony Garland needs a win here or a spectacular finish. Top 2 with, again, I talked about the points earlier. The way that it's set, I'll show you real quick as the drivers continue to work. Anthony Garland right there in that 10 spots. He needs about 20 position points. 14 to 8th right now, so he needs to finish 14 spots better than John Hammond, 15 spots better than John Hammond, and be able to continue to carry that momentum, and to be able to be an 8th. That's just to get to the cutoff line. That is barring any of the other drivers below him winning. Cameron Dario, one of those drivers that could get out there and take the win, and just wow, 5 laps in. Nice smooth sailing.
Yeah, we're going to go to lap 20 for stage 1. And if the 81 can stay up there and get stage points, that'll help this cars quite a bit as well.
Stages will be between. That's a good thing about stopping with the stages here for these drivers, because being able to stop during the stage break, right at the stage break, will allow me to make sure that I get the lineup correct. Because I'll tell you what. The caution gets thrown in, and it's a long way around. Anything can happen between then and there. But Wayne Garland trying to get to his oldest of 2, I believe. Oldest of 2 sons. I think that's how many he's got. Here's a cockpit between Wayne Garland. Wayne is fast at super speedways.
Yeah, looking at the front 3 on that inside line there, they've done a good job of maintaining a good bubble between the trucks, maintaining the speed up. They got some help from behind them with the 25 and 6 truck, and that inside line has been real good right now.
Able to hold on. You see the 29 leave some room. It creates a wind tunnel. On the inside, you're going to watch Wayne try to maintain, keep the tires right there. He gets a little bounce off the corner. That's not what you want to do. You do not want to bounce the truck off the center lane. Right now, Madden trying to side draft into the corner at 4. Going to be able to carry back on the straightaway. 84 maintaining 15 with a big shove. Trial was probably the most slick portion of this racetrack. Grijalva, give us the mic. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Yeah, that trial can get tricky, especially if you're mired back in traffic. You really can't see it coming because all you're seeing is the tailgate of the truck in front of you. It's more of a feel thing. You'll feel a little bit of a bump and a little bit of a tug on the wheel, and you just kind of go with it. And that's about all you got. You really can't see anything when you're back behind another vehicle.
A whole lot of patience being had right now for the top 25. 19 changed over his paint scheme. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate you doing that. It means a lot more than you know. At the Napa Auto Care paint scheme. Appreciate you. I did double check to make sure that I had everything going. Brandon Porter running his fantastic Silent Lucidity paint scheme. 27 of Matt Magner in front of him. Lots of drivers holding on. And right now,
25 jumped out a line in front of the 29, and they have a head of steam coming on the outside now.
Marshall Stanley trying to make things happen. He says, I've got grid packs. Let's go. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have grid packs. It's not a real thing, especially on a super speedway. It doesn't even matter. Sherry says, come on, Jerry. How are you doing, dear? Good to see you. He's an 18th, just trying to bide his time. Mr. Culver. What's he running today? He's got the 80 on his truck today. Team Watson Racing setups. Dark Tempest. Right. It's all moving. As focused as these cameras could be, I tell you what, it's kind of hard. Cosmic Brownies on the 28. Greg Whitehead. I wish I could eat those. I do. Where is my fantastic Canadian at? 36th.
Yeah, I believe he's taking his time with the rest of these guys back here. They're looking for they're looking to be there at the end of the race. They don't want to be mired up in the big one, is what it looks like to me.
Well, they're not quite a lap down, but if they don't get organized, there's enough time right now that they'll become a lap down. There's Joe Grijalva there in the 99. It's going to have John Hammond in that 35 spot. Chris Roberge stays out there. Stryker's going to be an 8th. They're going to have to come to pit road somewhere around, I think, if this is true to form, it'll be about lap 28. But a lot of the drivers might, they'll take that stage opportunity to do so. Devin Asuna runs a 51:48, which is going to be the fastest lap of the race. And he's trying to capitalize. I've seen these trucks run 51 at 2s and 51 at teens. It is kind of the way it goes. VIP Tire and Service Truck Series, Talladega. And a whole lot moving. Nope. Patience. They have no patience right now. Come on, Marshall Stanley.
That's another thing drivers could do also. If they've got, a set of team members that they're working with and they're kind of dedicated to having the same pit strategy, if they can run a 25, 28-ish lap run, they could come in before the stage break, go ahead and get their fuel, get their service, get back out there, and then start stage 2 in the front of the pack.
They could do that, but they're going to have to do it right about now because it's going to take a long time to be able to play catch up here. Nick Casey to pit road. Actually, we talk about that. Nick Casey in on pit road. He is. I think he just loaded in. So the 86 rolling in the deep. It just showed me. It's like, hey, he's on pit road, and I'm like, what do you mean he's on pit road? Caution.
Yeah,
Caution.
On the back stretch.
No caution.
No caution. They went to the inside. That's unfortunate.
Daniel Dow, 38. That's going to be a fast repair for those drivers. Here's what happened. Little far chase. Daniel Dow here. Big checkup. Ooh. Nowhere for that was on the 3 getting into the back of it, but there was nowhere you can go. The 3 doesn't see this. Look at him running my nose, my face out there. I like it. Let's see. I'm going to the cockpit of culture here. Daniel Dow, he sees all this. He's out of the throttle, and all of a sudden, they just start coming back. Yeah, 80 to the outside. All right, we'll go back to live. Come to pit road.
25 of Marshall Stanley just got down in front of Anthony Garland in the 81. Got down just in the nick of time on him. They are looking to get their stage win here. I think the 81's trying to go to the outside if he can get the opportunity to, but he would have had no help there.
I tell you what, Marshall Stanley in this race got nothing to go for here. But Anthony Garland has the championship to try to win, and that's something that you're seeing out of the 81. He needs every point. He needs the stage points here. So he might just ride in second for a little bit. If he can ride in second and take the stage points, he can pull out for the stage and be just fine.
Muse giving a big shove to the 25 going into the corner there.
Muse coming off pit road here. The 19 looks to be going to pick up Nathan Nixon behind him. Daniel Dow leaving pit road as well, taking the fast repairs, and now going to have to take care of the trucks. And they are about to go another lap down, and that's a tall tale sign. Lap 13 being completed as we speak. 29 with a big run. I tell you what, 81, if he really wanted to, I know that the 25 is it kind of cut down in front of him there. If he kept down in front of him, I would just back off the corner of the let the 29 get in front of him. Let something else happen. Try to push that boundary, because right now Anthony Garland not on the back bumper as the 15 of TJ Kroger.
Yeah, that outside lane, they gained up a lot of speed there going down that back stretch. Ooh, little wiggle from the 25 there.
The 81 got to the back bumper and tried to prove me wrong there. But he is wiggling all over the place. I'm not talking about the 81. The 25 not holding his line as well. So he's becoming very tough to push. That is something as the race leader. If you are the race leader, you got to know that P2 is going to be shoving the ever-loving hell out of you. And you need to hold on to your race line and be predictable, because if you don't, that P2 spot's going to turn you, and it's going to be, and you're going to blame them, but it's your fault for not holding your line.
Yeah, 17 of Pettit. He's kind of out there in no man's land right now. It's not a good spot to be. I mean, he's doing a good job of hanging on to the side right there, being a solo truck out there in the top lane. But yeah, he's got a little help coming. Looks like they're getting down to the wire here at the end of the stage.
Oh, getting it.
And if there was somebody I wanted helping me as a solo vehicle on that outside, it would be that 3 truck of Coulter Jr. He's a good super speedway racer, a very, very aggressive pusher. So they look for them to make some speed here.
And you know what? He's got a fast repair, so, I mean, I'm trying it. I'm going right now. And they've got a head of steam.
Coulter can push really well at a super speedway.
16 on the inside. Kind of drifted up a little bit right there, trying to pinch that race line. That's not something you want to be doing. That's Sean Kosher right there. 17 on the high side is going to have that race line. He's going to be able to utilize that white line. If you look at Adam Pettit here, caution comes out. And that will not end your stage, folks. Will not end your stage. Mark Redkin, Jerry Culver, Evan DeSuna involved. And we'll take a look and see what happened. First caution happens right here. And it's all brought to you by the guy next to me. All right, right here. 01 gets up. Ooh. Well. Blown engines. 45 gets into it. I think a lot of drivers did a great job of trying to stop there. They did.
Yeah, there were a whole bunch there that they found that brake pedal real quick. They did a good job of controlling it and getting the speed down. It's just a unfortunate drift up the track there that started that, and at the speeds they're going, it's difficult to control.
It was the 01 at fault there. The 01 being Nathan Biggert here. Here's a look. We're gonna go. There's the 01 right here. I do want to back it up a little bit because just a 10-second I'd say 10 second. A 5-second clip doesn't really show you all that much. Let's watch the 01 here. The 12 behind, and of course that's Joseph Thompson. Checks up, gets up. Little net code. They've got fast repairs. I guess they're coming to pit road. I guess that might end the stage. Maybe we do have to ask.
It looks like the whole field's coming in.
We may have to actually ask. I might actually have to ask, which it shouldn't actually, because they should go back to green flag racing on lap 19. Here's your lucky dog. Coming around is Muse. So he'll be back on the lead lap. Nathan Nixon's going to stay out for a free pass, I would think. Daniel Dow will as well. Yep. Marshall Stanley will be your race leader. We'll come off pit road. Anthony Garland taking full service here. Tires and fuel, straight talk, a.k.a. the 81. Sam Benson having an issue here.
Yeah, they went ahead and called that the end of the stage.
I wanted to see a 1-lap shootout or a 2-lap shootout. And technically it would have been 2.
I did too. I did too.
It was like a green-white checkered. Ryan, thank you for the like, man. Appreciate you. It's all good. I don't know who won. Marshall Stanley was the leader at the end of the stage. We normally have all that, and I would be able to keep up with track with points, but I can't do that now. So appreciate you very much. Oh, you know it. Let's go, Brandon Porter and Bobby G. What's up, Maj? How are you doing? It is a huge field, 40 trucks in today's race. Another reason why Chop Shop Racing is not going anywhere on Tuesdays, because they've had a pretty good truck series. This truck series on Tuesdays. Tuesdays has always been like the best day. It's been the best day for drivers in the fields and keeping the racing clean. And you're going to get cautions. This is super speedway. The fact that this is our first caution, and it would have been thrown for in less than 2 laps anyway, for the stage. But the fact of the matter is that they get their first one in. Anthony Garland needed those stage points, and man, just it sucks he didn't get the stage win, because the stage win is the point that counts, I believe. So I don't think it's anything outside of that. Stanley trying to lead every lap, ran his way to the front. He's going to be up 6. He dropped back to, I don't know, 13th or 14th, and then had a head of steam going to the front. So I wouldn't be surprised if Anthony Garland doesn't try to get himself up front, but we'll see what happens here. We're going to have a full 20-lap stint. And I mean 21 laps, sorry. They're going to be going back to green flag racing, completing lap 20, which means they're going to have 21 laps before the end of the stage, because they're going to complete lap 40 before it's all said and done. So right now they're completing lap 19. They're completing lap 19. So that's it's like that extra adage, how many fingers am I holding up? If you don't count your the actual individual digit, you just count from the way it's forward, and that's the way it is. It's like counting 0 to 20. You know that there's actually the laps to be completed. It's a weird way to think about it, but I had to do this for a minute. Spicy, what do you say?
Just watching the field get formed up here. That first stage, everybody was, for the most part, being patient. I know the 81, he's got his agenda he's got to get done with those points to get in. 25 is basically full sending it and made in a really aggressive move, and it was a brilliant move. So we'll see what we got going on here. TJ Krover on the outside with Marshall Stanley on the inside.
It's only a brilliant move until you get turned.
Yes, but he didn't, so I count it as brilliant.
Yeah, well, I don't cut it. Don't cut the driver off. If you're clear, make sure you're clear, but don't make sure you're clear by a fraction. If that spotter says clear, this is iRacing, folks. We've all been there.
You got to be worried about the net code too, so you got to leave some room for error.
There's a lot of error at Super Speedway, and right now we're at Texas in the truck, so the tire is going to be different. Stanley, Krover, Wayne Garland, Madden, green flag. Boy, with 40 trucks on the field, it's wanting to chug.
It looked like the 84 might have had a little bit of tire spin on that restart. Couldn't quite get to the 25 in time, as we see the 29 of Michael Madden come down and take the lead in that low lane.
I believe that Wayne Garland, the eldest, or not the eldest, the papa to the 81, probably just didn't go. I mean, why help the guy cut your son off? Just saying.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying there. Outside line getting a little formed up here. Looks like they got a head of steam. 01 of Big Art pushing 15 there. They're making some speed. You got the 81 back there behind the 6. Anthony Garland, he's going to try and get his way back up front, it looks like.
He'll take his time doing it. 21-94 being completed. Could you imagine every race this big? Absolutely. I can imagine it every single week. And you know why I can imagine it every single week? Because it happens every single week. Chop Shop iRacing Leagues. If you want to be a part of the Chop Shop series, make sure you go to the chopshopiRacing.com. Watch out, Sam Benson. Sammy, you and I have had a conversation about you and your aggressive tactics. It's way too early from this. Come on, buddy. You hold on. I'm a fan of all things of this series and all things of all the drivers that we've been able to call. And you want to make sure that the drivers that 15 drops in. It's gonna be a big game of leapfrog for a minute. Be all good. It'll be good.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised these guys are bailing on the people that are pushing them up there so much. I've always been one of the drivers that if you help me get up there and we're faster, I'm going to stay up there.
Well, Kroger and Madden, I believe, are teammates. And if they're not, then, well.
They are now.
They are now, yep. Sam Benson, ooh. He's pushing on a dangerous portion of that bumper.
I know the 82 and the 3, Donnie Williams, Michael Coulter Jr., I know they're going to work together pretty hard. They always do on the super speedways. They've gotten their way up to the front here. Benson looking to go middle. Yes, sir.
Garland to the outside. Benson. I believe Benson might have put himself there in unfortunate circumstances. There's Biggert. And now some drivers looking very, very much to get out of the situation. Biggert's going to be dropping back here, and without any precedence there, Sam Benson was trying to get to him. Now right now, Michael Madden runs up the racetrack to pull the 25 back down as well. I do believe they're trying to pull Sam Benson forward. Maybe some teams are working here, but the 17 of Adam Pettit's going to be trying to roll that high side as well. I don't know. This is some moves that don't necessarily need to be made at this current moment. A lot of moving and shaking for no drive line that's happening right now. So 6, 17, 81 is going to be left high and dry if the 6 can clear the bottom line with Michael Madden.
Yeah, they're clearly trying to form those 3 trucks up, the 29, 6, and 17. But the 82 and the 3 of Williams and Coulter Jr. back there, they won't have a problem staying with that 81 on that high side.
Reason not to. 81 looking for a championship run. Needs 8th or better cutoff line. This is a cutoff race. Don't count out any one of these drivers. They're inside the top 12, folks. Hydrate break coming up. Make sure that you do so as well. Grab your Rogue Energy, and we'll see you on the backside. How about a 3-lane move for the 19 and Muse there? I know that these guys have been trying to get themselves around. The 01 was some right side damage. Nathan Biggert was up front. Had some left side damage as well. Looks like he's got a little bit of nose crinklage going on there. Being bounced around like a ping pong ball for a moment. 17 on the high side. Benson's going to be right there behind. This is the battle for the lead as the 81 tries to find somebody to go with. And right now, Donnie sees Coulter Jr. going to the high side. Coulter will pass you on the outside by himself if he has to. He didn't care.
He's really good about being patient and seeing an opportunity and making sure that he has a run to do it. When he commits to go for something like that, like you said, he will pass you by himself with no help.
It's like he sees the air.
Yes, just like the IRL guy that used to drive for that 3 vehicle in real life a long time ago.
Let me do that. All right, Pettit goes to the bottom side here, 28 of 94.
Yeah, I think they kind of gave up on getting all 3 trucks up there. They're probably smart, figuring the 81 would shove the 6, and yep, there we go. So they've got their 3 trucks lined up they wanted.
But he's off the race line. He bounces it. If I'm the 81 and Coulter, I'm going around this guy. I'm not putting myself in a precarious situation. You know that the 81's going to try to clear the 6, and if I'm the 81, I'm running with the 3 and the 82 on the high side because they're better. And right now, Sam Benson dropping like a rock as Pettit and the inside line work together. Michael Madden there on the inside. Those forwards all trying to work together, and not necessarily in a great way. They're not. I know that their teammates are a lot. I'm pretty sure all of them are teammates, but I don't know if they've been practicing for a super speedway this week. 30 of 94, third of the way through this race.
Yeah, you see the 81 there getting a little bit on the right side of that 6. Got to be careful pushing on that right side like that on the straightaway. He's doing a good job. He wants to get back up there. He wants that lead back. The outside line, they just kind of calm down and they're taking their time now. They're not pushing anywhere near as hard as they were.
We were talking about it during our little hydrate break here. The animosity or the anticipation of a caution is there. I mean, I'm talking. You got Nathan Nixon in this group back here. They're about 7.5 seconds off the pace right now, and they're actually slowly catching Cam Dario and Michael Caffrey, who's right here at the tail end of this field. Cam Dario, the next driver here, who's in 17th. They had a second pack that was led by the 01, but Cam and a couple of drivers like Carlton Henry have worked their way 23 spots to the positive here and have ran themselves up into the mix. And that is all the drivers that are within striking distance of the front of this pack. Sam Benson on the high side, trying to control the outside lane. And at a certain point, you know that Anthony Garland's like, you know what, get down, move.
Well, he wants them to get down. He just doesn't want them to get down as aggressively as he did before and hit that apron and shoot back up the track.
Yeah, I think Garland wants to go to the outside, but right now he's going to have the 3 having a check up behind him. Coulter Jr. right there in that mix, doing a great job of continuing to work the field. But I believe Donnie Coulter Jr. Coulter has a blink here every once in a while, and it's usually about the same portion of the track. Something that can be tied over too. You see them working it, work the advantage. I'm surprised we haven't seen the 81 just drive to the outside. He's got some of the better drivers behind him. Flat down traffic coming at him and coming off pit road.
Yeah, we could feel the energy building there for a while. It feels like it's calming down a little bit, but that could just be the calm before the storm here, because stage is coming up. Oh, 6 into the 17. Around
Yep.
they go. 81 made it through. 81 made it through. Nice. That I don't know how he made it through, but he made a great move to get around that.
The cork popped, and that's what we were talking about. It was going to happen. Caution.
29 made it through. Never even impacted by it. Because it happened in front of him.
It did happen right in front of him. All right, folks, here it is. This is the 29. There's the 6 right there in front of the 81. 81 trying to hold a line. Yeah, little wiggle. Comes down, some net code. I mean, I talk about having to hold the line and holding a straight line here. Let's look at what, here's the 6 side. Actually, I kind of want to go on the 81's point of view. Anthony Garland here. 6 drops in, 81 gets down to the corner. Little wiggle, little bump, just a little loose. More of a racing deal than anything else. What was better than the racing deal though was Adam Pettit here. He's gonna get a helicopter, I'm sure. But watch how airborne he gets off the catch fence. Net codes I think those are teammates. I really do. Oh, it lands on top of a truck. Oh, dang it, Adam. I mean, congratulations, Adam. But dang it as well.
I know when I was out there running a couple of practice laps with the drivers tonight before the broadcast, we had a little pit party and got a bunch of guys out there, and I ended up going into the fence and actually got stuck in it. So that was interesting to see him actually come off of it.
They saw it. It was on stream. It was right on stream. That was right when, right whenever you were like, I'm in the catch fence, and I was like, I know. It was there. Matt, your race leader, Stanley Garland, Coulter Jr., DJ Krober, Brandon Bledsoe. Coulter barely missed. Yeah, he did. Mr. Brock, how are you doing out there? Good to see you, folks. If you haven't done so, reach up at that like, hit the share, hit the follow, hit the subscribe. If you haven't joined me on kick.com, make sure you go do that. Look for Signature Esports as your platform. I got to go to the Creator Studio. Sometimes this stuff just does not show back up. It just doesn't, I don't know.
Need to reactivate your lights.
No, they're activated. They're just not on.
I was going to change your light color for you.
I eventually, whenever I get to the point where TikTok has allows me to go live, I'm gonna try to have the light set up so that way it goes, it changes with the session state. So green flag comes out. I want it to go green. When it's yellow, I want it to go yellow. We'll work on it. We'll walk on it. Woo, says Holly. Yes, come on, Coulter, Donnie, get this money. Yep, you gotta have a bare minimum.
There were a lot of guys that did a good job of evading that.
Oh man.
Unfortunate push and unfortunate net code, but I mean, we see it time and time again at super speedways and other tracks.
Gotta step on the dealership. Like to hear it, man. I like to hear it. We're live Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and kick.com. 4 platforms. Once again, I've got to get like 1,000 followers or something like that on TikTok. That'll take time, and I got to make more TikToks. that's kind of how that works. You know, tis the way it is. You open up the dashboard. I'm opening up all the dashboards, folks. Valerie, how are you doing? Much love, dear. You guys getting out there having some fantastic fun. Again, the more you like, the more you comment, the more you interact, the more that this video gets out in front of folks. And this is every stream that I do, everything that I do out there. The more that you folks do and interact, I want to see you guys do it. Talk to each other, talk to me, talk to Spicy, ask questions, give each other a little bit of a hard time, but don't curse. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Make sure that you do that. Definitely hit the thumbs up goes a long way on Facebook and YouTube. You can also react on Twitch. Also, we are $75 away from hitting our goal for the good old-fashioned St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. $75 away. You hit that $75, we got another charity we're going to start focusing on as well. But I want you guys to get out there and do it. 4 laps to go on the stage. But cursing is fun. Cursing is only fun whenever you're playing on Twitch. And yeah, I try very hard not to curse for our product here for Signature Esports, for esports commentating. However, we'll do it. How do you donate? You got to go to twitch.tv/Signature Esports, and right there on the front of the page, it's going to say donate. I got to put it in chat.
This is going to be an interesting restart. We got Coulter Jr. there, second row on the top side, and we know he wants to be up front. He loves being up front, so I look for him to shove the 29, Madden up there, get in front of Stanley, and that's what I think is going to happen. Then Coulter is going to get some friends behind him, and he's going to do everything he can to get up front.
Madden on the outside, Stanley on the inside. Teammates try to work together. That's not a good thing.
They've been controlling this race for the better part of it so far.
Anthony's been controlling the race from second.
He controlled the start of it for sure.
Well, you think about it. Right now, he's going to let the 29 with some heavy right side damage there. I'm surprised it didn't work out. 29 is going to take over and get a good restart. However, watch that 84 or 81 get a run here. What's going to happen? We get right there. Watch the run from Coulter. 81. Not going. I'm shocked.
I'm really surprised by that as well.
Coulter Jr. to the outside. Brandon Bledsoe in tow. Wait, don't blink. Don't blink. No, just what you're thinking.
Got to stop there. Can't go no more.
Yep, can't do it anymore. And Coulter having a blink issue at the wrong time. He could be going to the lead right now, and that just sus. It's sus.
81 looks like he keeps thinking about going out. I don't know if he's trying to cool the motor down or get a line of sight, but he's not directly lined up behind Stanley there.
He might try to pop out. I mean, we're 3 to go on the stage, completing lap 38. I'm going to complete 39 and 40. So there's a whole different ball of wax happening. 47. Brandon Bledsoe says, all right, Coulter, you calm down now.
Time to go.
A little simmered down situation. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you.
Get 38 and Nixon up there with them working on the high side.
Trying to get there.
They get that high side organized. They can get the speed, and they've got enough time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right there on the front of the page when you're watching the video. If you're watching from your phone or if you're watching from your PC, you can click on there's a donate to charity. You can do it anonymously. You can do it through your Twitch channel. You can do it however you want. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. That's an awesome goal. St. Jude is the best hospital that children's never receive a bill. 347, 3 wide, 19 to the middle. But why, Dad? But why?
Anthony Garland's got to be careful pushing the pusher.
Yeah, well, you know what? He's trying to move him out of the way. White flag waves for the final lap in stage 2. Madden, Coulter with 47 to the inside. Ooh, don't blink, don't blink, don't blink. It's blinking on my end. I don't know if he's blinking on anybody else's end. It doesn't matter. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, somebody's wrecking back here. Caution is going to come out. Who had the lead on that one? Madden? I think Michael Madden's going to take that one.
Yeah. Michael Madden is what I'm showing.
Stanley Coulter Jr. And let's hope they can get to a green flag. I would have loved to have seen this go to the actual stage.
We're starting to get a pattern here.
If I'm any of these drivers, I'm pushing these guys out of the way. You can't let Madden and Stanley control the race line the entire race, because then you're just. I don't want people to be too aggressive, but I don't want to see people be too lackadaisical about it. This whole next sector is all about who's going to get the fastest pit stop, who's going to commit early enough to be able to do so. Because they're going to have to pit. They're going to have to pit at least one time for a green flag pit stop, unless it's riddled with cautions, of course. But third caution of the race happens, folks. Dark Horizon Fishing gives you all your cautions. Stage 2 is going to end with Michael Madden taking home the second stage win.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
All right, and a move I disagree with. 3 truck. I know he's blinking here, folks, but he's been blinking all race and has raced himself to the front. He gets an EOL, so he's going to have to drop back, which I think is not the best move and not the best look, especially since he's been up there the entire time, racing the entire time. He stays out to gain track position. Now, if he comes to pit road, he's going to get a black flag. So you just made his decision for him. Not something I agree with here, and something that I think that folks need. I do have an opinion on how races go. Do I think that you should get your stuff situated if you're blinking? Absolutely. But do I think that you should take and give somebody an EOL from the lead? No. Joseph Thompson has some nose damage. Why don't we give him an EOL? It's going to be slow on the restart. May check up the field. Come on now. Wayne Garland will be on the outside. Madden Stanley on the inside. On row 2, Anthony Garland, Sean Kosher will be row 3. TJ Krober, Christopher Muse are going to be in row 4. Brad Dove, Anthony Shook in row 5. You're just giving a guy a reason to drive like an idiot. I'm not saying that he is. I'm saying that that's just, come on, man.
Well, we all know race car drivers.
Let's park it on the front stretch. Go park the car. Go park it on the front stretch.
But yeah, you piss them off, they get that red mist in their eyes. So it's going to be fun to see him come through the field. I know he's going to do it.
Joseph Thompson, Wayne Garland, final stage. Sorry, folks. I just disagree with things like that. He's been up there running the entire time. Stage was coming out. He didn't do anything wrong that entire time. He gets an EOL because he's got a little bit of a blink going on, which seems to settle down as the race progresses. But he's been up there the entire time. So to see that he got an EOL, has to drop the tail of the field, can't go to pit road because he committed himself to stay out to be on a different pit cycle than everybody else. Yeah, I'm a race fan. Yep. Proud mama there. Yep, you are a proud mama. Appreciate you.
I look to see that 84 get out front real quick with the damage on the front of that 12.
Mon says in the drivers' meeting, persistent blinking continues. They will be ordered to give ordered to drive back and give an EOL ad for the caution. I don't care. You just gave the leader an EOL, and he's been up there the entire time. Garland gets loose. 12 goes. '29 up in front of the 84. Almost gets turned by the 84. '29 to try to drift up in front of the 84 again. Come on, man. I reckon. 84 is your race leader.
43 on his roof. I think the 84 did a huge favor to everybody there at the start of that. When 29 and Madden came up to him, because Madden wasn't clear. The 84 had to let off.
Well, you don't want to get your DoorDash delivered. That's how you choose not to do it. Stefan Salas right there came up, and yeah, we saw what happened there.
Yeah, he needed the tow truck on that one. Unfortunately, that's not a good way to end the caution, having to get towed.
I'm just trying to think of what was going on. Stefan on the bottom line here. 45 is going to be the outside. He is not clear. Checkup comes up. I mean, you've got to have an outside. I mean, is the spotter not on? That's my question. Check your spotter. check the crew chief. If you've got a crew chief, make sure you do that. Joseph Thompson's not going to get a good restart here on the outside. Still got some significant nose damage.
Everybody behind that wreck did a good job of avoiding it. Again, kudos to these drivers. They're doing a really good job of avoiding the issues that are happening on track. A lot of guys are finding that brake pedal when they need to, and you know, I commend them for it.
Garland, Madden, Stanley, Thompson. Garland again, Wayne, your race leader. There's Anthony there in the 81. Folks, I'm passionate about racing, but I'm most passionate. There's the lucky dog. Who is that? Matt Magner? It is. I'm passionate about fair racing. I know it's tough to push somebody who's blinking, but if he's driven his way to the front and you've helped him do it, you're there. You can't say anything, and that's my thing. I've watched drivers get DQ'd for no reason, and over the last couple of weeks, I've watched drivers get criticized for, you know, things that should never have been criticized for, and that's saying something. So that's my opinion. I'm I'm about done. And that is as a race fan and as a proponent. Yesterday, bad day in the world of iRacing for me. Can't stand it. And it just goes to show that it's not much in the wake of this has changed. I think the 84 is going to be choosing the high lane ? I wouldn't. I'd be on the bottom side. I'd split these teammates up. That's what I'd be doing. Right now, you just gave the advantage to the 29 and the 25. So if Wayne Garland wants to lead this race, he's not going to do so. Because once he crosses over the 29, 25 is going to go with him. Yeah. By putting Joseph Thompson behind the 29, you've limited exactly that team. Right now, you just gave a team the inside lane.
Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to see if he could get his teammate, the 81, you know, in a little bit better position on a restart or not. But regardless of that, you've got those two teammates of the 29 and 25 together, and they are going to dictate the race again with that move.
The 81's got nowhere to go. I mean, if you put the 84 on the bottom side, 29 on the high side, Madden may be able to find a way with some speed to clear early. If he does, then you've got the 84 on the bottom side with the 81, knowing that he's going to have somebody to tow. And right there is a chance. There's just, folks, I've called so many of these damn races that at the end of the day, you see things time and time again. I can probably tell you who's going to win the race, and we're 47 laps into this thing. You know what I mean? And so you try to figure out what's going to be the best for the drivers. You try to figure out what kind of race the drivers are going to have. And 94 laps is, you know, that's a big race. And here lately, they've been running more laps than the Truck Series actually runs in real life. So they're running full-length races for a Truck Series race, and you're seeing the proponents of how the same people either win each week, or the way that the driver's mentality get. It's a super speedway. We've got drivers that have taken fast repairs. We've got drivers that have not taken fast repairs. You got drivers out here bidding for playoff points. You got people out here running for money, and you're trying to get the incentivize what's going to happen here. Right now, Madden, Stanley, I don't even know if they're eligible for the money. You know, I should have probably gotten a list of who was eligible for the money and who wasn't eligible for the money. So that way it'd have been that much easier for everybody. Madden, Garland, Stanley, Thompson, Garland, Kosher is going to be your front three rows. I'm just passionate about racing, folks. That's it. And 29 takes over the lead. The 12's got so much nose damage. That was never a thing. It was never going to happen. And he will blow up before he really helps the 84 here.
Yeah, that outside lane just has no momentum building with the inability of that 12 truck right now.
And Wayne Garland, a hell of a super speedway driver. Right now, 81 able to get to the outside with the 19. Those are teammates right there. 47 of Brandon Bledsoe holds the high side. 81 back to the outside. But don't count out the bottom lane. 29, 25 working together here. As long as the 29 can hold that straight line, I talked about that earlier, as the race leader was not the greatest when it came to being able to be pushed. So maybe if they do get past here and they can find a way to swap positions, put Stanley in front of the 29, maybe Madden give a better push to the 25.
You got 3 teammates on that outside line right now lined up. They're going to do their best to get up there. I don't look for the 81 to lead his teammates if he does get up there, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I would say that if they can hold the advantage on the high side and the 19 can stay to the back bumper, right now the 25 and the 20, I would put the push advantage to the 29 and the 25. The 25 free off corner, 47 of Brandon Bledsoe to the inside. Different working advantage here, different race advantage for each of the drivers. 81 back to the outside. It's not about whether or not you can lead on the back straightaway, which we know that the 81 right now can, as Muse tries to push the boundary here. They need to find a way to pull some of the air off of the bottom side, and they're not doing that. Because right now they're neck and neck down the straightaway into turn 3.
Well, you got to get down there and you got to pull a little bit of air off, but you know, you also don't want to put your truck in jeopardy by coming down if they're trying to come up and take air, you know, off you as well. So it can be interesting when you're side by side like that.
Maj, they told me last week that there are going to be drivers that are not going to be eligible for it. It's not every chop shop driver.
Yeah, they talked about it in the drivers' meeting, and they said you have to have run a certain amount of races throughout the season to be eligible.
The last thing you want to do is have somebody join today when you've been running your butt off all season long to be up in contention, or to be able to have an opportunity to race for money, and then they join today, come out and spank your butt at a super speedway, but just by happenstance, and you lose some money. I think I'd be irritated. I'd probably leave the league. Garland leads this lap for the first time. Madden on the inside is going to take back over the lead. It's the guys that have met the minimum 8 races. But that's the thing, is that we have 2 different sets of rules. And I would rather have a list, because I don't have a list. It's all good. It's all good. That's on me. I'll figure that out next time for the next one they have. 19, 84, 81. I don't drop down. I stay high. I continue to run that high side. I don't run it.
Yeah, they're pretty organized up there with that top 3 trucks on the high side. They just need to stay there, keep working that high line.
Bump for the 19, 29 down to the bottom side. We'll take back over the lead. As 19 of Chris Muse. I love him. He's not the best pusher in the world. He's doing a great job for what he's got going on behind him. But he needs to hold it still, I think. It makes me nervous watching it. It just makes me nervous.
Well, we talked earlier about the tension building, and starting to feel it again.
You know who I'm rooting for? Driver who went from the back of the field up to 16th right now. The outside lane, Coulter.
Like I said, it's it's going to be fun to watch him come through the field again on this last stage. He's got a little bit more wear on his tires and a little bit less fuel, but he's going to make it happen. And hopefully he can come in with some good friends to the pits and get back out and keep on doing what he's doing.
Oh, we've had a caution since. He was able to come pit road at 45. He's fine. He's got tires full, straight talk. He's ready to go. Nathan Nixon trying to get to his teammates. Madden on the inside. We got a little three-wide dookie going on back here. There's a little Brad Dove action. Again, the 10. Dove Farms LLC right there with the 75 of John Hammond trying to go to the front. We'll turn it out a little bit right there, but I'm still driving forward. He's got a fan in me. After everything that just happened to him, Redkin into the wall. Back in 20th now. Driver's coming off just a little bit here. 55 of 94. 01 of Nathan Biggert trying to get back to the front. There's Donnie to the bottom side. Donnell Williams in the 82. Now they're going to have to really, they're fanning out pretty heavily here. They're going to have to get right back in tow. Go back to work, catch that front pack, because if they don't, there's no way they're going to be able to catch this race line. They're going to have to get right back into it. You know who Garland needs right now? That 2 truck.
We're getting ready to be 3 wide up here at the front.
Why? Yep, there it goes.
There, I reckon. Told you feel the tension building, man. The patience had run out. And I think that's safe to say that was a big one.
Yeah. All right, folks. I don't remember what caution it is, but it's caution. Here's what happened. 47 down to the bottom. 25 gets a little free. 47 up in front of the 84. So when I talked about right here about the 25 and the ability to hold a line here, and that's part of the thing. You cannot crest the bottom side of the line. The 25 right here. I know that the 47 is kind of bobbled here a little bit as well. But when you get into the corner here, that 25 get the tires below the line there. It checks you up, and then the 47 puts him there, Brad. And then you're 3 wide here. There's no way to avoid a big pile up here. Look at the corner. Watch what happens here. And then all of a sudden, there's Brad Dove up into the wall. A lot of fast repairs going to be used. I think we had 18 cars involved in that one as far as incident go. It could have been a lot less there.
Definitely the big one for sure. You know who the MVP of the race is, though, don't you? The catch fence.
The catch fence, yeah, caught everything.
Catch fence is the MVP.
Caught everything. Look at that carnage right there. And just asked, why were they 3 wide this early? Drivers having to hold brakes, still getting to each other after the fact. Wayne Garland, who was doing a fantastic job, cut up in that. A lot of drivers on pit road right now. Anthony Garland, your race leader. Muse, Bromfield. So a teammate's going to be 1, 2, 3, but Nathan Nixon back up in the mix as well. We'll see if Madden, who's sitting on pit road right now, he's going to be able to get himself right there with there's Sam Benson in the 6. Sammy, surprised Sammy hasn't. He's been working his way back forward, but I'm surprised he hasn't crusted himself up there. Lot of drivers caught up in that.
Yeah, that high line led by Hammond, they had a lot of run coming, and they were moving through pretty quick. It was unfortunate that bottom line had that bobble because they never knew it was coming on that high side.
I still think it's too early for the 3 wide. I know that you kind of get tired. You got to make your moves, but right now we're 58 of 94. We still have to have a green flag pit stop. We're far from the drivers just kind of walking away. You only get 26 to 28 laps on the fuel here, and that's at the most if you're saving. And we're far from that. 26 laps will take us to lap 84, so it's 10 laps shy on fuel. Not even a question as to when you should come in. If I'm any of these drivers, if I'm a 3-pack, I would have stayed out here. I'd come in right when I needed my fuel marker, and then I'd leave, and then I'd finish this race because more than likely my little 3 or 4-pack is going to be able to get the same speed. You're going to be able to avoid some of the cautions, some of the wrecks, and then if you need to, you're right where you need to be. There's lots of things that you kind of have to take for granted here. My question is, do they give Coulter another EOL?
Appears that he had a black flag cleared and then an EOL given.
Just asking for him to drive.
I mean, went up to 16th. the man can do it again. He's running out of time, though. Looks like the 81 chose the high side. Got a teammate down there on the bottom.
Yeah. Charles Garrett's there as well, 24, working the good lane.
Maybe he decided to take the bottom. He just switched.
Yeah, it's fine, Maj. I don't need it now. It would have been. Again, folks, don't message me. Come on now.
This is 24 Charles Garrett. He's been quietly working his way up today, having a good run for him.
I don't need people to. So here's the thing: is that there should have been, if there's information that the league needs, it's something that I should have asked for. It's something that I should have been. Don't message me during streams, folks. Like if you're gonna message me on Facebook, message me after the fact. During the streams, I ignore Discord. I ignore Discord until the moment that I need to that I need to do driver interviews, because Discord takes a lot of resources and I close it down. When it pops up, it takes all my left monitor away, because Discord has whatever priority and that whole situation. That's why I tell people to not message me during live broadcasts, or not to message me in Discord. I love y'all, I really do. But time and time again, I've said this over and over and over again. I've said it to all the leagues, and I've said it to all the people out there. I love you, I appreciate you, but please, oh please, message me before or message me after on Discord. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. I'm trying not to be a butthead about all this, folks. I've said it over and over again. There's a reason why, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. let's finish out this race and let's see what happens. Let's make it good. Roberts is up to his things again. He's up 28. Charles Garrett, you were talking about him in the 24. We love it. We appreciate it. He got an EOL. He had some bad situations happen last week at Nashville, so now he's rebounded. They had to start at the tail of the field, so he's up 28 spots. He's in third. Roberts just doesn't qualify, so we'll see what's going on with him. He'll be here in seventh. One bad move, though, and the whole field goes away. We watched that happen just a moment ago. At least one green flag pit stop away from the end of this race. Fifth caution. I don't think we're done seeing them. I'm particular, folks. I have pet peeves. I don't like being called sport. I don't. Jerry, thank you for becoming a subscriber out there on Facebook on YouTube. Thank you. I don't like being called sport or slugger or any of that stuff. I think it's demeaning. I treat everybody with the same amount of respect that I expect out there. And then I've asked, and then it just continues to happen, then I just like it irks at me, folks. So I do apologize. Very particular, very picky. There's a certain way that I do things, and there's a certain way that things should be done. And you know, when I make a mistake, it's my mistake. Whenever things should have been done a certain way, I'm gonna get irritated about it. But I'm not gonna sit here and have to open up another browser link and a browser source that could have just been put into a hey, here's your list. Not their fault, it's my fault. Just as much my fault as it anybody else. I don't know what in the world just happened there, but Charles Garrett to the lead. Wow.
It looked like the 81 went up to get with his teammate and just gave the lead away. Charles Garrett from the back to the front.
Of 30 spots. Roberts to the outside. Commanding Bledsoe to the high side. 98 there with the 47. 81 back to the back bumper of the 98. 99 to the bottom side. Grijalva there with Brandon Porter. Porter right in front of him. Brandon Porter silently moving his way forward at 26, 62, and 94. Now's the time where you have to put yourself in situation to win. And so everybody that you have not seen is going to be out there as well. So there is the 8875. The two admins are going to be working together. There is the 8 of Cam Dario up there as well. A little right rear damage. Bob Garofalo in the 20 poking his nose up there. So all the drivers that you saw laying back, well, guess what? About to get a whole lot messier. Roberts to the lead.
They have determined it is go time.
And now Roberts is going to get stuck after pushing somebody to the lead. Guess what? They bail on him. Nicest guy you'll ever meet. And they're all gonna get turned. Yep. There it is. Another big one. Caution comes out. Hammond involved. A lot of drivers who just had to use fast repairs are gonna be out of this one. Chris Roberts. It's turned.
Jesus Christ.
Here, look here. 24 to the inside of the 98. They're 3 wide here because, well, this should never have happened in the first place. But hey, whatever. 24 just drifts up in front. Drifts up. I don't get it. Charles Garrett to the inside. Here's the 98. 98 tried to go with the 47. He was clear. 98 tries to go down. 47 up the race line a little bit with Charles Garrett. 98 tries to come down. He's clear. Gets there. The 47 gives a little bump, so he's not going there. Then he clears himself off the left rear with a little net coats. The 98's losing ground here. And then all of a sudden, 24 just starts following the 47 up. Still 3 wide. Hey, look at it, folks. 75 involved. Look at that. Look at all that. Some drivers able to avoid that. Oh, Magner able to swerve out of that one. Cam Dario involved. 98's going to be able to at least get a fast repairs. The 67 trying to hold on. 8's got a blown engine right there. Drivers coming to pit road. That'll be drivers doing that. 98 slow is going to need a push. John Hammond coming off pit road. There's Krober. I bet Krober might be able to push Roberge. Krober's going to be your lucky dog here. He's going to get back on the lead lap. Brandon Bledsoe is your race leader. Spicy, this was a great start to the race. 6 cautions in. What do they need for the next 30 laps besides still the potential to have to come to pit road for fuel?
For next 30 laps, if I'm in the back of the lead pack, I'm going to give a little bit of space. I'm going to hold on to that draft. And when the first people come into pit, I'm going to try and come into pits hot, but not hot enough to get a penalty, and try and come out with them. Maybe just take fuel, just barely enough fuel to make it to the end. And if I'm in the front of the pack, I've got to go hammer down, try to control the race. Patience is out the window at this point in time, unfortunately. And with the amount of damaged vehicles that are out there that have already used fast repairs and everything else, you got to take what you can get, but not put yourself in a jeopardizing position.
Hammond had to use a fast repair earlier, so he comes in, gets a little bit more of that right side taken care of. Bromfield out of the race. Muse is on getting his stuff fixed as well. Nathan Biggert in the 01, he's coming around. He's getting more damage repaired. Carlton Hendry, he used his fast repair. Coulter had to use his fast repair as well. Either that or he got another EOL. Caffrey, it's got a little bit of nose damage. He should be all right. Stefan Salas used about 4 minutes of, he's good. David Asuna, 4 minutes of towing, so he is looking for, he's not necessarily looking for a free pass. He's looking for his truck to get back on the lead lap, and he is in 29th. Being that he's in 29th, he's completing his 62nd lap, so we're on lap 65. He's 3 laps down. He'll be looking for any kind of help right now. James Garland's going to be 3 laps down as well in fourth. So we got a lot of drivers 3 laps down from 29th to 34th. 5 drivers. Part of that, 26 is going to be looking for some help as well. Cam Dario on pit road. He's getting his truck looked at. A little fast repair, some tires. Goes in the 16. Go ahead.
Our top 10's looking like a mixed bag of names that have been quietly riding around in the back and guys that have been up front all day. So we're going to get to see some moving and shaking from some guys haven't been up here for the majority of this race, and we'll see how they can spice it up for us.
We've seen a lot of the drivers just kind of try to take it easy from the back, but the thing is that these drivers that are kind of mixing themselves up into the front right now have not ran around these drivers that have been up front all race long. And so what you're getting is a whole different ball of wax and a whole lot of different people trying to make moves that shouldn't be made. And a lot of cars and trucks are going to be being taken out of the race right now that should never. A patient race at Talladega is still a good race. And if you can make moves and make those commitments, you can do so. But you're talking about how many drivers are going to be 3 and 4 laps down now. We've got all 22 drivers on the lead lap. Hendry's going to be your lucky dog. Coulter Jr. is going to be off the lead lap right now as well, and that should never have been the case. There's lots of things to be considered here when it comes to how super speedway races in the league should be ran. I think 94 laps is a great race length, but I don't think it's a good race length for the trucks. I think what we're doing is we're setting ourselves up for how this racetrack goes, and with a fast repair, that right there makes the things a little bit dangerous. I'm not a fan of fast repairs in any league, folks. So don't. I think that fast repairs lead to dangerous driving. It just means, hey, I can do it. It's good. I don't have to worry about that. I got a fast repair.
Like getting the extra ball in a pinball game.
It's a do-over. Madden trying to get to his teammate, the 38. There's Daniel down on the bottom side. Brandon Bledsoe trying to lead this race on the inside. 23 of Anthony Shook. First Chevy in the field. And right now, besides Brandon Bledsoe, right now, a whole lot happening. A whole lot of drivers moving and grooving. There's Matt Magner to the bottom side. Holy cow.
Yeah, we saw the 47 up front. Not really clear. Kind of made himself clear. But everybody got their ducks in a row, and we continue on.
Shook's going to be in second here behind Daniel Dow. Brandon Porter on the move up 34 as he continues to work. And Pettit's going to be there in that 4 spot up 4. He's in 4th. 17 trying to work Brandon Bledsoe. It's going to be right behind him. So Brandon, and we talk about making yourself clear. Not a great opportunity, but the 47 is going to slide up the race line. Here's the deal, folks. Don't slide up the race line. Don't do it. It's bad for your tires. It's bad for your draftability. And what you're doing is you're showing moves that you're not even making. Right now, he's going to shove the 17 and try to have a head of steam. Roberge goes another lap. Is going to go another lap down right now. Poor guy. I feel for Chris. I really do. A chance for him to win this race. Gets taken out. Again, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Daniel Dow, Anthony Shook, Brandon Porter, they get themselves organized here. They're going to have a strong bottom line.
Teammates put it 3 wide once again. As the top 3 try to go to work. 47 cleared himself to the 99. That was dangerous. 99 had to slam on the brakes there. That's Joseph Grijalva. He's backing out of this. He says, I want nothing to do with what just happened to me. He's backing out of that race line, and I don't blame him. He'll be able to reassume here, gets himself up into the race line. Maybe. Maybe he sees something I see as well. You think a caution's going to happen? You can feel that thing uncork right about now.
We're seeing a lot of guys get to the rear bumper of the truck in front of them, and they're not square. And if you're not square, you really can't push on them. All you're going to do is upset their vehicle and slow yourself and them down, slow that line down, or, worst case scenario, cause an incident.
Brandon Porter, your biggest mover of the race, to the inside. 23 trying to shove the 21. That inside lane, that leader is not doing a great job of holding his race line. Adam Pettit goes to the lead. And the top 3, all that team, once again, I don't know who they are. Strickland moves to the front. Anthony Garland's going to be right behind Stryker. A little rear damage for Strickland. But Anthony Garland ready to go back to the front. He's got nothing else to lose. He's got a little nose damage still. Might as well. 25 laps to go. Brought to you by Admin Box. 2x's.com. Go check it out. Use promo code CHOPSHOP for a little bit of discount there.
Now, I'd like to see the 81 get a little bit more square on the 88 there.
I don't think he can.
Yeah, they're all pushing. They're all pushing each other on that top line. All the front 3 are all kind of shoving each other around a little bit. They're trying to get up front, and it's getting to the point in the race where you got to get where you're going.
The 25 was all over the back bumper of the 81. He's pushing the pusher there for a moment, so he was trying to square up the 81, and that wasn't necessarily the best option. 3 up there as well. Big fan of Coulter Jr. today. He's a lap down, and he's still passing the field. You know why? Because he's got all the talent in the world to do so. He's going to put himself back on the lead lap, 24 laps to go. He's going to do it by himself. So I don't need you. Give me an EOL. Put himself back in the situation that... But that's what I mean. I'm a fan.
Man has drove himself to the front twice in this race.
More times than twice,
yeah. But into the top 5 twice.
More, I'd say more than that. 38-17. 17 has some right rear downforce issues going on. That's because of that big bump you see. I would rather have the 88's bumper than the 17's bumper. That big flare that you see right there is only pushing the truck more to the bottom side, so that right rear is not really holding on the way it should, and the 38 can't really get to the back bumper, so it's literally going to force the 17 to check up the race line. Look who's going to the outside.
25, 66 out there with help coming. Looks like the 47 as well. 47 thought better of it, got back behind the 3.
Marshall Stanley tried to put himself back on the lead lap as well. Has the 3 of Coulter Jr. to the inside. He's multiple laps down. Multiple laps down. And it's not going to be your lucky dog. 3 right there. I'm trying to figure out what happened there because the 81 left the lane open. I reckon. Caution comes out. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
It's all happening at the front.
Which is crazy. Which is insane. 6, the 3 gets turned here. Like, hold on, folks. You're gonna see what we're seeing. I'm sorry to laugh. I really am. Today's just the day, the day that I feel like I'm. Like the 3 got a big bump here. It starts with Coulter here. Hold on. 47 bumps. The 47 bumps the 3, forces him loose. And then 81 gets turned. Maybe. Hold on, let's take a look. There's the 88, gives a bump. They've got the lane. Yeah. 17 wasn't lifting. And there goes the field. Another big one. That's all right. They got a fast repair. Striker's your race leader.
Yeah, that's 2 big ones in one race. There's going to be some really damaged vehicles out there now because there have been a lot of fast repairs used.
I'm not salty, folks. Robert's knee. What's up? Was sort of mad when you woke up and missed the start after watching the last 15 minutes. You know what? The first 2 stages, amazing. First 2 stages were fantastic. And all of a sudden, pop, everybody, the decisions just seem like drivers are not thinking about where the end of the race is going to be and where they're going to be at the end of the race. They're thinking about where they can be this lap instead of, some things make sense and some of the moves make sense. A lot of them don't. 3 wide with 40 laps to go doesn't make sense. Like, especially when you got to make a green flag pit stop. Now everybody's good. 20 laps to go. Go get your fuel and your tires. Go do it now. You're good. Stanley's going to be 2 laps down. I guess he was your lucky dog. I don't know who the lucky dog was there, but. Well, Bears deserves to be the lucky dog. He's 2 laps down. Roberts needs inside the top. Yeah, regardless. Like you hate to see racing go sometimes the way it does. And I'm so passionate about what these drivers are doing and what these guys are doing and what this league is doing. Like when I see decisions that are unjust and unfair, it makes me irritated a little bit. Coulter Jr.'s out of the race. He drove himself up there to be the lucky dog. Marshall Stanley was 3 wide there, multiple laps down. Makes no sense whatsoever. I understand trying to help your teammates, but you're not doing yourself any justice when your teammates wreck. A 3 wide situation when there's a lot of players up inside the top 10 right now that have not been up there all race long. So you have to figure out where the drivability is and where everybody's trying to play the ground here. Regardless, I'm probably talking out of my butt, folks. Just talking out of my butt. Right now, we got less than 15 drivers on the lead lap. Nathan Biggert is out there. He's a lap down. He's in 15th.
Well, you asked me on the last caution what they need to do. Well, at this stage in the game, it's full send all the way. Absolute, total, full send.
Well, you're going to have 14 drivers bidding for it. Stryker's going to be your race leader here. Daniel Dow in second. Charles Garrett in third. John Hammond's going to be in fourth here. Bob Garofalo. We had such a great... Cam Dario. Cam Dario can win his way in. Cam needed to win to make it to the next round. So Cam has an opportunity here to do just that. And there's enough drivers out of this right now that it actually might work in his advantage. When it comes to position points, we had 40 drivers in today's field. He finishes inside the top 5, and those other drivers that are having issues finish outside of the top 20. Well, then there you go.
I'm a big fan of Cam Dario. I've raced with him quite a bit. I like him. He's a good guy. He's one of the most laid-back guys I've had a chance to talk to. He's always there at the end, and he does a good job of that.
He tries to be, and sometimes he gets wrecked out, and we watched that happen time and time again, too. Bob Garofalo up inside the top 10 as well. He's got some significant nose damage. We've got a few drivers out there that have damage, but, I mean, this track can play to the advantage of any of these drivers now. I think the cleanest truck wins, but I don't even think even now with 19 laps to go to be 18 at the line, I don't even think we're done with cautions just yet. I don't.
You know who I got my eye on?
Caffrey?
No, that 99. That 99 was smart and backed out. Remember when he went down to because he could see and feel it building? Mm-hmm. He's got a good-looking truck. I don't see a whole lot of damage on that 99.
The 28 of Greg Whitehead back there as well. The 55 is still looking for some more time. That's Michael Cleary. He's completing his 70th lap. Drivers completing their 76th lap right now, so he's about 6 laps down. It does look like.
Grajala's been working real hard on his racecraft, running with some dirt leagues and some other stuff. He's got a lot of experience behind the wheel, not only in real life but also in the sim. So I look to see him move his way up front and take over this thing.
Anthony Shook, a lot of the damage repaired. This is all about the finish. Restart zone. From 40 to 13 on the lead lap. Michael Caffrey, last one. Biggert would be your lucky dog. Green flag.
Dow to the outside of Strickland. Got John Hammond in 75 pushing him. He may get clear as Stryker here on the back straightaway.
Hey, what? Hammond got to get that truck worked on. I don't know if he had a fast repair still. No, he's still got a little nose damage. Right now, Daniel Dow leads with John Hammond to the front. They got to drop down, and there's going to be a whole lot happening. Cam Dario trying to push John Hammond to the front. Hammond to the outside. Hammond needs a win in the worst way. 88 to the outside. Back to 3 wide once again. 99 moves the race line up.
I mean, I said I'd go full send this stage in the race. I don't know if I'd go that full send.
25 right there to the bottom side. It's Marshall Stanley trying to shove Daniel Dow around. Will he at least be able to work with the Ford here?
Bob Garoppolo with a run to the bottom. It's going to make up a little bit of time there on the leaders.
Marshall Stanley not the best when it comes to pushing. You see him all over the race line here. I know he's trying to get to the back bumper of the 21, but he is moving around a lot, and that will turn a vehicle. 75 there with the 8. They're trying to work together. They're getting a little bit of movement out of the race line as well. 5 to 21 to the 25. They need to work a little bit better on keeping their race line predictable so they can push each other. 8 to the outside, 75 there. Charles Garrett, the 24, he's up a little bit here, trying to keep his nose clean on the super speedway.
One thing I've always asked when I'm pushing the first place vehicle in any of these super speedways is look out the windshield. Don't worry about what's happening behind you. Look out the windshield. Run the cleanest line you can so when I'm pushing you, like you said, that predictability of where that vehicle's going to go.
Beanie Weenie says 3 wide is not the way around this track. Point proven. You are not lying. And it's that 3 wide has gotten these drivers in more precarious situations than you've seen all race long. 16 laps to go. Daniel Dow trying to roll the bottom side. John Hammond needing the outside to work all that animosity, all of the issues that we've seen all race long coming down to the wire as Hammond needs a little bit more oomph out of the 8.
That 20 of Bob Garoppolo can get to the back bumper of that 8, not touch it, but just stay there in that bubble. They will build enough speed to get Hammond out there up front.
Hammond rolling the second lane, trying to keep himself there. 25 finally settles in here. There's something that I'm seeing. I mean, he's the 25's in 14th right now. And he's trying to catch Nathan Biggert, who's one less lap down than he is. So he needs 2 more cautions, but the one thing he doesn't want to do right now, as we're 3 wide again, is he doesn't want to turn the driver in front of him. We've seen teammates turn each other more so than anybody else around this racetrack so far. Hammond to the outside. The 24, Charles Garrett.
Garrett's quietly moved himself back up there again after having that incident and having to get the fast repair. Or did he take that fast repair? Doesn't look like he did.
I don't know if he did or not, but regardless, I think he did take I think he had to take a fast repair. I think his truck was pretty much blown up. Brad Dove back here, the outside of the 55. That's Michael Cleary. A lot of drivers here still to compete, but I mean, if you're multiple laps down, you're there to ride right now, not to go 3 wide. Maybe hook up with somebody that needs to be on the lead lap. Like there's Michael Caffrey here, who has the 81 of Anthony Garland. He's searching for him. There's Anthony Garland, who did take his fast repair finally. So now he's got a brand new truck, 14 laps to go. Anthony Garland with an opportunity here. If he can move to the front, he's going to be able to try to do so. This is going to come down to that last lap. You have a lot of drivers out here that still have clean trucks, i.e. the 99 and the 81. 81 needs a win. Daniel Dow out front. Charles Garrett in second.
Yeah, you talk about the clean trucks. It's one of those deals that the 28 there, his truck's in good shape. The 81, 99. You get those 3 trucks, in a line hooked together, they're going to be a lot faster than the damaged equipment that we have up front right now.
Mainline Ray Jr., thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate you. Was sort of mad. Yep, I'd be mad. Don't be mad, folks. Thank you for becoming a subscriber out there. Much love to you. Thank you to all the folks out there kicking butt and taking names. Bledsoe, good to see you, man. I love seeing you all. You're all amazing. I'm sorry I got all bleh. Amar, thank you for the share. Lots of views, lots of folks all over the place. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. We are live streaming on all 3 platforms. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like, hit that follow. Chew my butt out for being too analytical. Whoa, they're going around. Yep, there it is. Caution, 67, lap traffic. Earl Hendry, Cleary. We'll have to see how this one progressed. Thank you for subscribing out there. Much love. I hate seeing cautions, but I hate seeing cautions that could have been avoided. I think that's what today's been about. I see, you correct me if I'm wrong, some of the cautions just could have been avoidable.
No, I completely agree. There were some decisions made by, people that just it didn't make sense from my point of view. I'm not in the truck. I'm not racing, so I can't really determine their decision making on that. But from my point of view, it was more along the lines of there's so much left in this race. Why are we doing that?
Yeah. I think that's earlier on. Now I don't. Now it's like, well, they're gonna send it now. There's no reason not to. But there's a reason not to because there's 11 laps. But we'll see. Caution comes out. Brought to you by Dark Horizon Fishing. Go check them out. Facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing. Twitch.tv/Dark Horizon Fishing. And on his OnlyFans feet pics page. I'm totally kidding. He doesn't have that.
Hey, don't tempt me.
Totally joking. He doesn't have an OnlyFans. He just has a Facebook page. He has a Twitch page. Go check him out. He'll take you out fishing May through September. He has it. Oh yeah, TikTok. All right. Let's see what happened here. This happened back here. Okay, they're back to double file here. And I'm not trying to complain. It's been a fantastic race, but I'm a race fan at heart here, folks. Oh! What was that about? I don't get that. Okay, of course I don't get it. James Garland in 18th with 10 of Brad Dove, who's 2 laps ahead of him, in 16th. Brad Dove's 3 laps down. 57 here. 26 comes out. 10 comes down a little bit there. And then, Caffrey got lucky. That's the 66 left side of your screen, folks. Tell you what, he took a little ding there, but he's all right. Who in the world finished him off? Finished the 67 off. Holy cow. Carlton Hendry here. Just an innocent bystander in chaos. I don't know. More of the 26 too. 67. It spun around. Ooh. Who is that? I got him. I'm confused. I'm rewinding just so I can do this. Oh, it's the 80. Oh, Jerry. Well, he didn't blow his engine. No, that's good. That's at least good. Carlton, my man, get the next helicopter award. Yeah, I know. But that's the thing. All day, it hasn't made sense. It's all right, though. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, here's the deal. Who was the lucky dog? It would have been Marshall Stanley was your lucky dog? Makes sense, though, because he was in front of all that stuff. Nathan Biggert is the next driver who would be your lucky dog. I think Nathan should have gotten a lucky dog there, but I think he got caught up in that. So we'll see what happens. As right now, Anthony Garland will restart 10th here. Whitehead's going to be here in the ace spot. Chris, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Thank you for the change in your paint scheme, brother. Appreciate you doing that. It's the way it's been all race. And it's not that I'm not trying to knock anybody. Think of this from my point of view. I'm not trying to knock anybody. I think everybody here has a great shot to win any of this. This is Talladega. It is a crapshoot from the word green. That's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? McKinby, thank you very much for becoming a follower out there on the old Twitcher Rudy. Appreciate you. Oh, man. Red Porter gives us the like. Thank you so much. No worries, man. No worries. I've been heated in today's race. I've been calling this one with a sort of passion that requires me to go to church later. That's for sure. Going to mass. That's happening. Spicy, what do you think?
I'm thinking that the 21 with Cam Dario behind him, if Cam decides he's going to go and he's going to shove Dow, they're going to go somewhere. They're going to go somewhere quick, and a little bit of damage trucks on the outside. 75's got a little bit of nose damage of John Hammond. You got a little bit of damage on the back end of Charles Garrett's truck as well, so they're going to have a little bit of a speed hindrance. I'm still liking the 99, man. And Joseph Grijalva, I think we see him up there potentially with Cam Dario and the 21 at Dow towards the end of this thing.
I really want to see Hammond win, but I don't know. Maybe Charles Garrett pulls this one off. We'll see. With a side of confusion, yes. Bets on how many wreck in the next one. Yeah, there it is. Factor SC. Go check it out. Apparently now my stuff is actually working. Thank you very much. Green flag. We're going 8 laps to go. John Hammond back to the inside. Cam Dario to the inside. Hammond with a head of steam. Can he clear? Nope. 24. Charles Garrett's going to close the door on the outside. 15 is going to be right there with him. DJ Krober back up in the mix. He's been able to take his time and work through the field. And right now, Anthony Garland is looking for redemption and a race win.
$88 down in front of the 20. The 20 of Bob Garofalo, he's got a hurt truck, but he's hanging in there.
Best place to be when you're 2 laps to go is 5th. Statistically, 3 wide. Charles Garrett stuck. He needs to clear. He's going to be able to do so. Anthony Garland rolling with the 28 of Greg Whitehead to the front. 01 there as well. Driver still trying to work. 24 stuck in the middle. 01 back to the outside. Nathan Biggert trying to stay ahead of Marshall Stanley here for a lap down situation. And I tell you what, he's working on it. Marshall Stanley back here on the bottom side of the race line. They really, really are trying to work, and he is losing a ton of ground here. Can they hold on to it for another 7 laps? That outside lane is going nowhere.
Yeah, they've got a parachute pulled on that outside lane. It looks like the 21, 75, and the 8. They are very stable, very lined up. They got the 88 striker behind them, the 99, and they're all just really stable, making a lot of speed.
96 of Robert to the outside. Robert said, I've had enough. Let's go to the front. I want to take somebody to the front. I want to go here too. I want to play. Might as well. I mean, Anthony Garland, over the next 6 laps, needs to find his way around the outside lane because he's got a clean truck. And right now, Marshall Stanley got to keep his. He's trying to play catch up here. He's almost caught that draft. 1.6 seconds to the back of Nathan Biggert here. Man, oh man. 66 slides up in front of the 98. Michael Caffrey trying to go.
Looks like they're going to be coming up on some lap traffic. The lap traffic went to the bottom for them, so they'll get around there with no issue. Cam Dario to the outside.
John Hammond going 110 miles an hour. No kidding. He's going 190 miles an hour. 193 to be more specific. Cam to the outside needs a win. He has to win because he is dang near on the backside of it, all of this. Now the high line working. Bobby G trying to get a big shove from Anthony Garland. 5, make it 4 to go this time by. Hold on to that. Woo!
Candario free off of the push from the 88 of Striker. He needs to get back down in line if he can.
Can't do it. Going to be right there with Caffrey. Hammond's going to go back. Or not Hammond. Sorry, Stryker's going to go back. They're running similar trucks today, so forgive me for the confusion there, folks. They're both running white trucks today, so I'm bouncing back and forth. It's like the home team. Grijalva in third. Charles Garrett in fourth. Big shot from the outside. Candario. The 23 of Anthony Shook. Shook has been quiet all day. He got wrapped up earlier, tried to make some things work. He's got a little bit of a bobble to the bottom side of the race line, though. However, he's there. Look at Caffrey give a big shove to Candario. That outside line is cooking now.
That outside line has got 3 trucks lined up that are all in pretty good nick, except for the back end of the 88. They should be able to get around this 21.
Right now, the 20 needs to step into it or be stepped on. 3 laps to go. And you're going to start seeing where pushing the pusher matters. It's going to start happening now. Candario back to the outside. 66 rolling Hammond to the inside.
We talked about that pressure building, the anticipation of it coming, and every time they come around, they're getting tighter and tighter on each other in the corners. So the pressure is definitely building again.
You see the lap traffic right there. 2 laps to go, and they are just in store for the epic finish. Gonna get Taco Bell fire sauce level of spices. How about Diablo? That's my favorite sauce at Taco Bell. 81 to the outside. Big shove. 3 wide early. Almost there. 20. Oh, 20 slides up into the 8. Ah, you're going around. Green, white checkered coming up. Caution comes out. Bob Garofalo slip in front of the 81, and that ruined Anthony Garland's chances of having the race. But Bob, I don't know that he really did anything wrong. Caution comes out. Green, white checkered attempt coming up. We're going to take a hydrate break. This has been a long one.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
It's about to be on like Donkey Kong. Next flag is going to end the race regardless. So if we don't get to it, the white flag brought to you by Dove Farms LLC. You can find them on the best portion of Facebook. You never know when you're going to need some transport out there. And so Cam, is Cam eligible? Yeah, Cam should be eligible. Looking at that, pulling up my cool stuff here, folks. So I do apologize about that. Dove Farms LLC out of Seneca Falls, New York. They have a great Facebook page. Go check out all their photos and what they do. They are a long-haul trucking and naturally raised beef company. It was founded in 2016. You can reach them at 315-651-6065 or dovefarmsllc@gmail.com. For all your trucking and beef needs, they haul flatbed, dry van, hopper bottoms, and they will ship to the all lower 47 with the exception of California. They are family owned and operated, and they're started by a third generation farmer and first generation trucker. Check them out. Dove Farms LLC. Dark Horizon Fishing, giving you all your sponsors. VIP Tire and Service Truck Series, giving you all the action. Chop Chop Racing League, giving me all the heartaches and and I need an antacid. They have really put me through it. Anthony couldn't do a better job today. Just Talladega being unfortunate for him. You ain't lying. He had such a great race going for him. And I'm heartbroken for him. I really am, because, I mean, he's still out there. He's not done. He got the truck worked on. He and Krober both. They're like, you know what? We're not done. They could still win.
Even if they can't win, points are points.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Yeah, you don't park that thing until it doesn't drive anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in 11th. He's still on the lead lap. Marshall Stanley, a lap down, was unable to get that lucky dog position. Next flag ends the race. Marshall Stanley will be in 13th. Actually, I take that back. Nathan Biggert, he has an opportunity here to get ahead of Marshall Stanley. So that could be a battle for actually three drivers battling for positions. Marshall Stanley, Nathan Biggert, Carlton Henry. All three of these drivers still battling. Roberts was your lucky dog. He's back to 16, so at least that's an opportunity. 12 drivers on the lead lap. About half of them have no truck to them. Pace car's in. Last time, last effort. They need 2 solid laps. I want to see this thing wreck at the finish. Don't finish this thing under caution. Wait for it. Get it. Green. Up. Charles Garrett goes around, and that's your race. John Hammond wins. I think John Hammond did win. Charles Garrett goes around on the front straightaway. John Hammond. They have to. Okay, hold on. They got to wait for the pace car. They have to wait for the pace car. Slow down and wait for the pace car.
I don't know. My numbers are showing Cam.
Nah, he's just ahead. Hold on. We're gonna take a look. I mean, Cam needed it too. 99 gave a big shove. Oh, Cam. It might be Cam. There's the caution right there. Hold on. Far chase. Hammond was ahead right there. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not quite sure. We'll wait for the final say. Let's look at Fred and when the. Oh, that's green. And then there's the caution right about, yeah. There's the caution. Here it is. There it is. There's the caution. Doesn't matter. I thought John was your race winner there, folks. White flag waves, final lap. I don't know who it shows or what it shows. I'm waiting for the final ticker here, but we'll take a look and see what happened. You can't pass the pace car. And I had thought that John Hammond was your race leader at that particular point, but regardless, I mean, hey, Cam Dario takes the win, he lucked into that one. He just needed to be the race winner on that one. Verhalve will finish third. And all the chaos assumes. So I believe it. I believe it happened. I think Cam actually did win. That's insane. Tis what it is. John Hammond, with reason to celebrate there as well, is going to finish second. So I believe $150 is going to be spent tonight. So Cam Dario gets the win here at the old Talladega. Race results. Cam Dario, John Hammond, Joseph Grahal will be your top three. Caffrey, Strickland, your fourth and fifth drivers. So Whitehead, Dow, Shook, Garland, Garofalo, your top 10. Charles Garrett, TJ Krober. Charles Garrett, last driver on the lead lap, finishes in 11th. We'll take a look at what happened here in just a moment, folks. Krober, Biggert, Hendry, Stanley, Roberts, Dove, Garland. James Garland finishes in 18th, 7 laps down. Big field, big track today. It was intense. It was. Just look at the rest of it here. Walter Jr. finishes in 34th. That was probably my the biggest heartbreak of today. Cam Dario gets your victory. I've been non-stop today with the why and how, and now the end of it becomes a, well, didn't I say that earlier? You know, we got this big race, and it's gonna, and you want to get it all taken care of and have a great time, and then you just don't want it to be anticlimactic.
The first two stages were phenomenal. They really were.
This was just kind of anticlimactic. Let's go take a look, folks, at what happened at the end. Hey, congrats to the winner. So nothing wrong with that. Here's a look. Far chase. Marshall Stanley
burning it down.
Boy, that was all about that base. All right, Stanley gets involved. So this happens, the 24. I don't know if he just didn't go or. And goes to come down in front of the 23, which that should never have happened. Come on now. 23 bumps. The 88 gives him a bump. 24 slides in front of the 23 there of Anthony Shook, and then of course everything else broke loose here. Here's it's the 31 of Stefan Salas here. He's involved. There's the 80 there. 81's there. 81 just had to have 4 more incident points. 25 drove around to the outside. 26 involved. 20 gets there. And then why not just finish it off the way they did? No. I don't even know, man. Yeah. We're going to talk to John first because John has to go to work.
Yes, sir.
Congrats.
Sorry.
I was rooting for you. you were my driver.
I had it. I think I was ahead of him when the caution came out, but the timing loop got me.
You did. Yeah, when the caution flag was out, you were ahead. That's why I called you the race winner first until Iracing settled it. You were actually ahead of Cam when all that happened, but
I was waiting for it to pop up, and I was like, he got it. But that's all right. Hey, I'll take a second after 2 big wrecks in.
Today was a race of all about why the hell did that happen, and that's how I call today's race.
Yes.
A lot of confusion, a lot of aggressive moves. The first 2 stages were amazing, and it seemed like everybody was absolutely trying to do it. But I mean, the moment the 3rd stage started, it just seemed like everybody's head came uncorked.
Yeah, that. So we started in the pits. We qualified for a spot on the grid, and then we started in the pits, a group of us. And our whole mission was stay back, don't go for stage points. It's 40 guys on this track, and they're racing for money. Mm-hmm. So our mentality was just stay clean and green. Well, after we took the second, after that second caution or the stage, it was go time, and Dove was pushing me good, man. I had that run on the outside, the top 3rd line. I think I went from all the way from the back to the damn near front. Mm-hmm. And I don't know who got me. It's, but it's plate racing. Someone nicked me and spun me, and that was the first fast repair I had to use, or the only fast repair. And then the second one, I probably forced the issue. I seen Chris got shuffled to the middle, and I said, well, it's go time, 19 or 18 laps, something like that to go. And I said, let me jump into the middle, and I'm going to try to shove Chris up there because I had a car that can go. It was just not meant to be. But then I just said, hey, let's go. Let's avoid that last big one and then get up front. And Cam, we put on a good race there at the end, but I could have swore I had him on that finish there. But because I told Grijalva, I said, dude, you got to, I'm getting all over the start. I got to get ahead of him because there's going to be a wreck. Mm-hmm. So I did it. Just iRacing's little lights got me.
Well, the lights and the flag, when it came out, John Hammond was your race leader. Just saying.
Yeah. I got to go with what iRacing put out.
I know. I looked at it, though. You're still a winner. You're still my winner.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I love these plate races. They get aggressive. They get fun. And with 40 guys, 10 cautions. But, for 40 guys on a track, the first 2 stages are clean as heck. I'm happy with the race.
3 wide, 50 laps to go or 40 laps to go, not probably a smart situation. That's probably my take. Especially if you're multiple laps down, that's probably my biggest thing that I've seen. But you know what? This whole race irritated me and excited me all at the same time. So it must be Talladega.
Yes, there you go. If you had to sum it up, it's right there, man. It irritates you and excites you because 1 minute you're mad as a hornet, the next minute you're right there fighting for the win.
I was mad because the 3 got an EOL, and I was like, well, what about the 12? He's got nose damage. Send him to the back as well.
We heard you on the broadcast say, park it on the start finish.
That's right. Front stretch. That's exactly right.
we told all the drivers at the beginning, if you're blinking, this is too close. We give a lot of leniency on the blinking at 1.5 miles and stuff like that. But here, that blinking, a couple guys were, and even me too, was trying to get a run on him, and then he would blink, and you get a little gun shy, and it checks everyone up. It's just unfortunate, man. fell victim of it to it last week. I honestly thought I was going to win that race last week, and I blinked out and caused me to race. So it's hit or miss. I consider the blink outs as, hey, bad equipment, you blew up today.
Yeah, but he got UL'd twice, and then he drove back to the front each time, utilizing draftability and being pushed, and that's where my argument differs from everybody out there, and that's my only thing. That's it.
Yeah,
that's where I'm like, well, screw it, parking on the front straightaway.
Right. Well, like I said, we here at Chop Shop, we try to be as transparent on everything. So if I was to let that go and he caused a wreck, the next time we go to give someone hey, let someone buy, well, you didn't do it to him. You know how that is. So we got to stick to what the rule says, and the rule says that. So that's what Chop Shop stands on. We stand on that belief.
But he's the leader. I think that was the one that stung the most. When you're
I know,
the leader.
I know.
Anyway.
Culver, Jerry Culver was the leader in the race, and he switched lanes.
Yeah, no. But that was on the last lap with a DQ,
Yeah.
and I understand that,
Right.
based off that, and it's not that I don't understand that the rules. Do I have to agree with it? No, I didn't agree with Jerry's DQ either. I thought that was dumb.
Right.
Hey,
I agree.
In my mind, Jerry Culver won that race. However, like today, you won this race, even though that's not going to be the outcome of it. You won this race because you had the lead. That's me as a race fan.
That's okay, man. It is what it is. I feel bad for Coulter. Hopefully he gets it worked out, and like I said, we'll figure it out. It's unfortunate, and I gave everybody the warning at the beginning of the race.
Oh, for sure. Nah, it has nothing to do with that. It's me stirring the pot.
I know.
I'm stirring the pot.
Yeah, you want good racing, and he is a good racer. It's just unfortunate.
No, I want good, clean, fair racing. That's what I've said. It's time and time
sir.
again. But I tell you what, and this race irritated me, and like I said, it excited me all at the same time. Spicy, anything for John before we have to let him go?
John, I know you got to get to work, man. I'll keep it real quick. I just got one question for you. Congratulations on second place, by the way. We talked about it in the booth that you could see and feel, like even sitting here just watching it, I could feel the tension building in the field. Could you feel that as a driver riding around
The
the
whole
back
race.
playing safe?
The whole race, constant pucker factor was in place because we would be riding 3 or 4 car lengths from the back of the front pack, and they're bouncing all over, up and down the track, going 3 wide, and we're sitting there like, all right, I'm going back to the back. And then you would come back up, and it would be the same thing. Honestly, that whole entire race, except for the first 2 stages where I was way in the back, was pucker factor 10. But you know what? That's the exciting part of it. The thing I love about this iRacing is you don't have to pay for the cars. You're going to live to see another day, no matter if you're ejected to the moon. But it's realistic, it's fun, and these guys here that we race with is a good group of guys.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. You definitely got a good group and a good league going on here. It was a lot of fun to watch from our end, and congratulations.
Yep, thank you.
And how about them apples? Cam needed to win too, so
Yes, well, trust me, I'm only going into this race. I was only 8 points to the good. I was racing Devin, and I said I got to beat Devin. Well, then I was sitting there with 10 to go. I'm like, oh my God, Cam is got to win to get in because he's 40 something points down. But a new winner. I don't know if Cam has a win. Does Cam have a win? No, no. So there you go. Now that just bumped possibly. I'm glad I finished second because I think I'm going to make it on points. But if I would have had a bad finish and Cam, a non-winning guy, wins, I'm out.
Well, you have 5 spots ahead of Devin. So like you're more than 5 spots ahead of Devin. So I'm looking at the championship standings right now.
Because there's a new winner, those point opportunities just dropped 1 more. So there's only
So Cam moves up. Yeah, you get in on points. Devin finished 20th. Yeah. Oh yeah, you've got more than enough points.
I should be all right.
You should be good. But that's only for next 2 races.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I took a half a day from work. The boys at work were watching, man. Shout out to them for sure. I got a text from one of them from the first wreck. He's like, "You were going for it," and blast me for that car. But hey, the guys at work are watching. Shout out to them. But I have 2 minutes to get to work, man. I want to just do my quick shout outs and I got to run. But thanks for broadcasting. You always do a great job. Looking forward to the rest of the truck season, our cup season, Xfinity. Looking forward to the next seasons to come. We got a great group of guys here. All our admin Boxx, Track Racer, my three sons, and missing the one most important, VIP Tires and Service, and everybody. If I missed someone, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of trying to get on and get out of here. Great job by everybody. Hope to see everyone on the next week.
John, congratulations, P2 finish, man. Go to work. Also, you win $50. That's awesome.
Yes, sir, man. Well, it's going right back into the league. So, hey, have a great night, guys. Thanks a lot. I had a lot of fun.
That's the man. He's going to be safe. John Hammond, I'm sending him off. Let's talk to Cam Dario, who had to win his way in to the next round, and you did so. We know that you think you're pro, but today you look smooth sailing, buddy. That
was exciting, dude.
It was every bit of back and forth that you could ask for. This race gets an Oscar. For as much as it irritated me, and then for as much as it was like, all right, this is cool, but there was a cliffhanger at the end. You guys just finished like that? Come on, could have raced around to the end.
Well, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Was there a big wreck behind me?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh
yeah. No, Charles tried to clear herself off the nose. It checked up the field. Drivers kind of got themselves all intermingled there, but it didn't matter. You and John had a great run to the front. You had a lot of people working with you, and then all of a sudden, Cam Dario back out front again. But you did need to win your way into the playoff, into the next round. You were sitting, I think, dead last coming into this one, and there you go, a win and winning in.
yeah, man. That's gotta thank God, too, because I don't know how else that happened. I mean, last night I was saying, and kind of like today, that I was going to win.
Mhm.
But that doesn't really work out all the time.
Especially
But
for a super speedway.
Well, it better have, because I didn't even try to get any stage points. I just tried to stay in the back the whole time with just the win mentality, and it worked. And I'm on to the next round.
You are.
That's all.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, it's fine. Go ahead.
You're good. No, I want you to get it out. Go for it. You're good.
I was just saying, I didn't even the idea that I didn't even know that I had to do anything until we were talking last night, and they were like, "You need to win," and I was like, "What? I need to win?" They're like, "Yes, or you're out," and I was like, "Well, boys, I guess I'm going to win. Just gonna go and get this W." So I'm gonna start speaking that into existence now. I'm just gonna win every race, all of them.
You do it. When you have the confidence, you do it. Richmond's up next in Worldwide Technology, so you got some technical tracks coming up. In Homestead, of course, the best championship racetrack that you can put drivers on. Homestead Miami Speedway is the final. Of the two, which one do you look forward to most? Of the three, sorry. Richmond, Gateway, or Homestead? Homestead.
The last one. Yeah, the last one.
Is it going to crown you champion? Is that what's going to happen?
No, but it just seems... So, look, I won Bristol, had to win to move. Won Talladega, had to win. So, yeah, my money's on wherever the last one is. Homestead.
Well, you only have 2 races for the cutoff for the round of 8.
Okay.
So you've got Richmond and Worldwide Technology, and then Homestead. So maybe you got
Richmond.
Richmond. Get that one out of the way first.
Yeah, Richmond.
It's Cam, kicking butt and taking names, man. Always good to see you up here. Give your shout outs, brother.
Hey, man. Thanks for you putting it on. Chop Shop for having me. Everybody who tunes in, watches it every week, and watches us go throughout all these different things. The drivers, Michael Caffrey at the end there. John was going to race me for every inch that I had there. But yeah, that's it. Everybody.
Spicy, anything for Cam? Because Cam's always kicking butt.
Spicy's in here. Oh,
Cam, my brother from Virginia. Congratulations on the win, man.
thanks, man. How you doing? Good?
Yeah. We're doing good. Hey, I got a question, man. For as laid back and chill of a dude as you are, what was the heart rate the last 15 minutes of that race?
It was really the last. It was the green right checkered. So the green right checkered, I was like, all right, this guy to my right's definitely not gonna let me have this, and the guy behind me is gonna bump me until I know I have this. So I was spiked right there because I just didn't know what was gonna happen, and then once it won, boom, through the roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was watching you burn it down. You were definitely excited. It was a good race to watch. You did the smart play riding it out in the back, and congratulations, good job, man.
I appreciate it, and I'm glad. That's the most important part, is that it's fun to watch. We don't want anybody bored or anything out here. So hopefully they're action packed week in and week out.
The most laid back dude to talk to is one of the most entertaining drivers to watch. I like that dynamic about you, sir.
I don't know.
Put it all in the car.
This one, as much as like, I would love to have seen the end finish out as a race to the checker. You know what I mean? But for the most part, there's a lot of why the hell there was a lot of WTF moments in today's race. And that's all I'm gonna put it at. That's it. Where's the fireball moments? It was a lot of where's the fireball moments today's race. But Cam, it was a great to see you get out there. Great to see that it worked out in that favor, because not only do you get to move on, but you also have John that's moving on as well. And
yeah, that's the thing I was gonna say. Like, there's a lot of people in this that are gonna be. This will be an entertaining playoffs.
Well, Garland needed a win. There's a lot of drivers that were bidding for wins there. And you guys did it. It will be a great. I think you're right. I think it'll be a great playoff.
It's gonna be fun for sure.
Nah.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be ecstatic. It's gonna be
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be gravy.
It's gonna be lit, is what it's gonna be.
Oh man, I just hope I don't flip over. That's all. I want to flip.
Well, this is the only one you got a fast repair in. Everything else is damage is coming.
It's all right. We'll be all right.
Yeah, no, so don't flip
Where
that
we're
truck.
going next, I don't think it won't matter too much. Probably won't have any fenders on it at the end of it.
No. And worldwide, you get it's like Darlington but backwards. So
I suck there, dude. That's Striker's track.
yeah,
That is gonna be.
I actually think it's gonna be John's track. I really do. John's been really good there.
Well, I'm gonna be rooting for you at Richmond. Don't let us Virginia boys down.
We got to get it. I'm trying to go Sunday. I think I'm gonna take the boys to race on Sunday, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
All right, Cam. Good luck, man. We'll see you the rest of the week, brother.
All right, guys. Thank y'all.
That's your winner. Moving on to the round of 8. Last but not least, let's talk to the Frost man, Mr. Grijalva at the 99. Dude, are you there?
Hello, I got you.
Tell me about it. You look like you were going places.
Yeah, just trying to stay out of the big ones. There's a big field, I think one of our biggest fields. But my teammates, Striker, John, Chris, Charles was with us. The 5, it was basically the game plan is to hang out in the back and kind of stay away from the big mess, the big packs, just ran around. And it worked out because there was 2 big ones, a couple little ones here and there, and we kept it clean. Had to use a fast repair, but for the most part kept it clean. And we were there for the end.
We're talking about, I think, actually Spicy was asking about it. He asked John about it as things started building up, and I'm going to ask you because I think that's a great question for you because you have a tendency to have more of the feeling of the track out there. Did you feel the animosity or the anticipation of Rex coming?
Oh yeah, you could almost read it. Read the how the guys start moving the truck around, start cutting people off, and you get a little jerky. So you can see it if you've done it long enough.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see it start to build, start to get intense, and that's when you know you got to make the decision. Hey, am I gonna be okay here? Is it worth it? Or like think halfway or mid to late halfway, I just dropped out and went to the back of that big pack, and there they wrecked in turn one.
Yeah, we watched that happen.
Yeah, I saw it coming laps ago. I'm like, nope, I don't want none of this, and there they went. So you can absolutely read it if you pay attention.
Spicy.
Joe, how you doing, buddy?
Hey man, good to talk to you. I'm glad that Jason's got some company again. What's up?
Congratulations on P3, man. That was a good race. I think one of the smartest moves of the race was when we saw you duck out of line because you were reading it. I mean, me and Jason talked about it. We felt it. We could see it coming, and then you ducked out of line. That was a brilliant move. How's the baby doing?
Oh, he's great. He's asleep right now. He's gonna keep us up tonight because he's asleep right now. But it's great. We're excited. I'm lucky to have the support. My wife, my mother-in-law's been in town the past couple of weeks, is also helping us out. So I'm very lucky, very fortunate.
Good deal. What are we looking for going to Richmond here?
I don't know if I'm a run Richmond. It's these ones are hit and miss for me. Whenever I get the itch or it's a kind of a gimme. I know plate tracks aren't too easy, but to me they're gimmies. They keep them so packed. Something kind of easy I can just ride around and not really have to worry about it. I do like Richmond. Maybe I'll be there, but not too dead set on it.
I'd love to see you there, buddy. I really would. Again, congratulations on P3, and I kept saying it. You were my guy. I'm like, the 99's clean. If he can get with 2 or 3 other clean trucks and get to the front, he's gonna win this thing. But Cam Dario, he had a clean truck. It just didn't quite pan out. I'd love to have seen the green white checkered shootout go all the way to the checker, but it didn't work out that way. But you were definitely my guy, man. I said it a couple of times.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. I was stuck to John. I know he needed it. I think we had Cam there on the start. We were definitely got the jump on him, but it is what it is. At least John got a good finish. The rest of the teammates. So, but thank you, I appreciate it.
That's his excited voice, Mach. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Fuego Paints is the logo you guys have been seeing come across the screen. That's Gravel. Joe, tell people what they can get with Fuego.
Yeah, it's something new I'm trying to do. I'm tired of paying people to do my paints when I'm like, I think I can figure it out. So just hit me up, message me on Discord. Talk to me. We'll work it out. I'm not asking for a lot, maybe $5-10. I'll do spec maps, metallic paints, matte paints, whatever. Nothing crazy like some of these other guys. So I'll work with you. We'll get it done.
He's here to make diaper money. That's exactly what he's doing. He's got, you remember, the average child over the course of their first 2 years of wearing diapers and pull-ups take almost $18,000. So he needs your paints. So that's only 1,800 paints. That's it.
We'll chip away at it. So come hit me up. I got you.
At least he was a little bit smarter and didn't do what I did, because I spit all 3 of them out 1, 2, and 3. So I've been paying for diapers for the last 9 years of my life.
We did cloth for a little bit, and that was a mistake. Don't do that. But I know they're bad for the landfills. But just sue me. That's
all right.
This you need Pampers. Pampers are so much better. So much better. There's nothing worse than having to clean a cloth diaper. That's I'm forgive me for saying it, but I would rather a landfill eat a diaper for a lot longer than it should than to have to stare at baby poop as long as they did.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
No, we did that. We did that. Remember, 6 kids.
Pressure washer.
Yeah. No,
Pressure
yeah. Yeah. There's no right or wrong way to clean crap out of something. Okay. It's just there, and you're making that ooh face. Anyway, Joe, give you shout outs, my man. P3 finish, fantastic. Great to see you in here again.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for putting it on. You and Rich calling the shots. Can't wait to go watch it back later.
I was angry a lot.
Okay. So a little channeling myself, I guess.
I was channeling my inner I hate Iracing moments. It was, but I don't hate Iracing, folks. It's my saying that I have.
Oh, good. It's one of those things. Yeah. You guys, Dad, always supported me. I'm sure he was there in the chat. Sister, can't thank my wife and my mother-in-law enough. Like I said, she's been around helping us out. My wife's given me the freedom to race here and there, and then I'm back on baby duty, so I'll take it. But I appreciate everybody watching also, and supporting Jason and the Chop Shop as a whole, because we had a lot of guys. The whole field was a massive field, and it's probably one of the best plate races I've ever had. We're gonna have giant wrecks every league. It's gonna happen, but it was, for the most part, I think, green flag. So come join Chop Shop. The racing's great. Got Xfinity and Cup. Xfinity Saturday, Cup on Friday. Hit us up. We'll get you sorted out. But thank you guys again.
Yeah, man. Joe, be good, man.
Thank you.
Always, Mr. Grijalva finishes up. Cam Darrow, your race winner. Thinking of VIP Tire and Service. Thank you to Admin Boxx, Bala Status. Fuego Amar was your race controller. Had his hands full tonight, no doubt. 94 laps is a long way around this racetrack. And it can be a little bit daunting, but it's Talladega, folks. It happens, and it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get irritated every once in a while when I'm like, why? Let's get the race, especially when the race starts impacting and starts becoming more and more like when you know that buildup's coming, and when the cork pops off of that champagne bottle, you're like, well, that shouldn't have happened there. And I think that's what was happening today. I had a lot of confusing moments and why moves were made. And, but like Spicy said, we're not in the vehicles with these folks, so we'll have to just kind of see and see how it pans out. Points will be updated once they update the points tomorrow. I will post a link on our Facebook, or I'll post whatever they share out when it comes to the points. We'll do that for the round of 8. I'll probably just go ahead and create a graphic for that, so we're good to go with there. Yeah, it was fun. Good race. Spicy, anything else for all the folks out there?
No, not really. I mean, it was an entertaining race for sure, especially stage 1 and 2. They were really good. Chop Shop, they do a good job. Want to commend them on that. Give them a shout out, because they work really, really hard over there. So it's super speedway racing. Things are going to happen. It's unfortunate we didn't get our 2-lap shootout. I really wanted that so bad.
I did too.
But all things aside, it was a good show.
I was angry. And if anybody
you were passionate. You were passionate. You weren't angry.
No, I was angry. I was angry. I said things that I do not regret. I was angry.
The passion was strong with this broadcast.
I was more than. Here's the deal, folks. I've called way too many races, and not way too many. I've called more races than I care to admit sometimes, but it is literally everything in me to sometimes hold back an opinion, and I've determined that my opinion shouldn't be held back as much as what I thought it should be. I've been trying to be very cordial, and I am very professional. I try not to cuss. I try not to swear. I try to make sure I put on a professional broadcast. And I try to make sure that I'm doing what's right for the leagues to be able to generate their feed. But when you tune in, you're tuning in not just for me to call a race and tell you where these people are at on the track. You're tuning in for my race opinion and how things should or should not go in a race. And sometimes I forget that, and I've been forgetting that, and now I've been kind of changing my direction of what I've been doing with that. So because of that, I am I just, if you're gonna like or you're gonna dislike what I have to say, you're gonna agree or disagree with what I have to say. But I'm still going to say it. We're going to be accepted. We can also always have the conversation. I do apologize about getting heated in the moment earlier about folks messaging me while we're broadcasting on Discord. There's a reason why, and I will always explain why. It just I had literally 9 messages from not just Maj, Amar was out there, and a couple other people that are moderators that are able to take care of situations that are not, they know not to do that because of the left. Basically, my 2 left side monitors take care of what the stream is doing. So just bear that in mind. So, and my dogs are barking because people are deciding to come home a little bit late at night. So let's call my kids out for coming home on a school night after 10 o'clock.
They were having a fun time.
I don't care. Yeah, that's it. That's a real thing.
That was dad talk is what that was.
That's a conversation that's about to happen. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind to one another. I'll see you in the next one. Spicy, thank you very much. Go see Dark Horizon Fishing on Facebook and catch his live stream when he's live next. I know he's got midnight shifts coming up, so you might be able to check him out real soon on his Twitch channel. But book his fishing trips. He's getting booked fast, so if you don't, he may not be able to get to you until next year, which is a shame. I think you should go do it this year. Folks, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.